Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa. Great holiday weekend. Didn't have to see y'all for about a good week.
Yeah, I felt good.
It did. Rejuvenated. How everybody feeling?
Good.
I see you in a sweatshirt, 90-degree weather. I respect it. Stay right. The AC work a little better today, though.
I wear shirts during the winter, sweaters during the summer.
Yeah, we are back. California we are backwards.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes us great. But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us. Next to Gil, we got NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P, Nick Young, back in the building. Swaggy, we got some things to talk about later in the show, but you better get him back. That's all I'm saying. You better get him back. Don't let that man put up $1 million. You better get him back. And on this side of the couch, we got the man they call Money Making Sonny, NCAA champion of the world, Rashad McCants, back here with us.
I'm broke, baby.
And represent Tough Crowd University, we got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. I like the fit. That Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
You can get your golf game right.
Yeah, you know. Harper.
See that man on the links.
He's a golfer now, huh?
Yeah, Brian.
Who want that fade? Get the one-on-ones going. But for all the fans out there, we still got 2 viewing options for our traditional version, mobile, vertical version. Pick whichever one you want to watch. Just make sure you support the show. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. Kevin Durant is officially a Houston Rocket. How much pressure is on the future Hall of Famer to take his new squad to the next level? The Lakers landed Deandre Ayton after his buyout from the Blazers. How much does the former #1 pick move the needle for the purple and gold? We got our center, but will he deliver? And the Heat, Clippers, and Jazz completed a 3-team trade, sending Norman Powell to Miami and John Collins to LA. Did the Clippers make the right move? Yeah, it just happened about an hour or two ago, Swaggy. Yeah, he gone. Shout out Norman Powell, UCLA legend. San Diego. But before we get into all that, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog. Go ahead, download the app, use promo code GIL. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a special pick'em. And we're back with another crew pack today. So as a reminder, each member of our Gil's Arena crew has submitted a pick'em that we're combining to create our partner pack on the Underdog app. We'll tally up the individual picks, and the guy with the highest percentage of accurate picks will receive a large sum of Underdog bread, like Disney cash. You can only use it on the Underdog app. Before we take our summer hiatus in a few weeks. So we had to void the picks from last Tuesday's show because a few players were hurt and missed their games. So here are the updated scores. Gil and Kenyon are tied with 4 out of 5 correct picks. Mr. B and Swaggy each got 3 out of 5 correct picks. And Rashad has 2 of 5 right so far, but he's creeping on a comeback. Let's take a look at our Gil's Arena crew partner pack for today.
What happened?
They voided our picks on Tuesday. Apparently.
Everybody?
Yesterday,
Wait, so someone don't play?
I'm merely a host. I'm merely.
So everybody has to, picks have to play? Okay.
Wait, what happened?
Well, yeah. Whoa.
I didn't do it.
Wait, what happened?
It's not that my pick. If my pick
Did
hit,
your pick hit?
If my pick hit, don't count.
Did your pick hit?
One of my last pick hit.
So they
We're
don't
going to have
count
to
it?
discuss.
Yeah, mine did.
We all have to hit for it to hit.
No, who didn't play?
No, it's your pick.
Somebody picked one Soto and he didn't
Hey, they fucking up in the back.
I know Black.
Oh.
You took my Ace Bailey too, motherfucker.
So we didn't count the whole day.
As of right now,
We,
So that was one of the ones I won.
Okay.
so, hey,
get it right.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
yeah, bump.
Me too.
size up.
I got
Get that
mine
man
right,
his
too.
respect.
Even submit a pick.
Did mine play? No. Mine didn't play.
What was the last?
Yours didn't play?
Okay.
Yeah, mine's hit.
So let's take a look at our picking for today. Rashad, you got Mookie Betts, lower 1.5 total bases. Damn, no love from Mookie?
I mean, it's percentages.
Okay, all right.
30, 20, 27%.
Corey Seager, higher 0.5 hits. That's coming from Kenyon. Mr. B, you got Paige Beckers, higher 19.5 points. Swaggy, VJ Edgecombe, higher 17.5 points, coming off that 28
He's a
piece.
shooter, bro.
And Gil, you got Ace Bailey, higher 23.5 points, rebounds and assists. I think he had, 8.7 rebounds
He took
in
my.
his summer league debut.
They made me
They always,
change. I had
always
Ace.
bounce back to second. Huh?
I had Ace.
I picked Ace last night.
You got your pick in late, Swaggy, so you had to
I had
adjust.
to go with VJ.
Nothing wrong with going
Brother,
with
that ain't
VJ.
my problem, man. Why you looking at me, man?
Yeah.
God damn.
Go back to baseball.
I know black.
Shit.
So unfortunate news, we asked the chat if they were riding or fading with the crew partner pack for tonight. Hold on, let me wait. 46% is riding, 54% not rolling with y'all picks. But if you're among that 46%, head over to the Underdog app and jump on that crew partner pack. If you don't have Underdog, download the app, use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus special pick'em. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. So, Suns and Rockets announced the Kevin Durant trade before Game 7 of the NBA Finals. But on Sunday, the trade became official as a part of a larger NBA record 7-team deal. Let's take a look. Shams broke the news. A lot of shit going on. So we'll get into it. A 7-team trade included the Rockets, Hawks, Nets, Warriors, Lakers, Wolves, and Suns. Included 6 players, 1 first-round pick, which the Suns used to take Kaman Malik with the 10th overall, along with 12 second-round picks. Rockets also made a second-round pick swap with the Hawks and sent them cash consideration. So ESPN's Bobby Marks provided a cleaner breakdown of all the moving parts of this historic trade. So let's see if this is any more helpful
Boy. So
to our
we
particular
helped
need.
them get KD? The Lakers helped them get KD?
Lakers moved up in the draft. I do.
Did we know they was getting KD out this deal?
Yeah, we've known that since Game 7 of the Finals. So to make the move all work. So here's a little bit cleaner breakdown of
It's a
everything.
cleaner breakdown?
Clean enough. You can at least see. It's a historic 7-team trade. A lot of moving parts.
For KD.
We know the specifics is really the Phoenix and Houston deal. So they Suns get Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks.
Yeah, can I stop you?
No.
This shit look like some school note.
Man.
I don't think no one gives 2 fucks about anything that has to do with the rest of these players. I'm just gonna be honest.
historic.
Just KD went where, and then who went to Houston? Everybody else, man, this is all irrelevant, man. We don't give a fuck what Brooklyn has, Atlanta has. I don't even know who Lakers got, right? Minnesota. No one cares,
Their draft
man. KD's going to Houston, and then what did Houston give up? Those are the only real
Jalen
players
Green,
that
Dillon
want.
Brooks,
You don't know none of
and
these
10th
players,
pick.
man.
Yo, I'm a savant.
Yeah, you don't know
When it
none of
comes to
these. No,
basketball.
nobody knows none of these players.
I had to sound out the big word.
No one.
Nah,
Well,
No, nobody
a
knows.
lot of them
these
were
players.
draft
Chat, do y'all know
A
anybody?
lot of them were draft
Nobody
picks in
knows
this
it.
year's draft. I'm just
Atlanta
historic.
got $85,000.
They just start throwing shit at him.
I got $85,000 for you.
Hey, man.
Atlanta got $85,000. I'm about 85,000.
I'll take
I ain't
it.
never seen
No, 85 ain't enough. 85,300.
That was like,
I'll take it. Going straight
Put
to
that in my
Magic City.
pocket.
Going to Magic City.
Put 300 more on there. We got a deal.
5,000 even going.
Right,
Magic
85.
City,
That's
nigga.
worth
Let's go to
the
Magic
jersey.
City.
man, just sign a piece. Here's 85 pounds. Just sign a piece of paper, man.
But they can sign
You got a second round at 85.
Throw 300 more on it. We got a deal. All right, here
See
you
what
go.
the Lakers giving up though? They gave a 3.2.
So historic
What did we
trade.
give up?
We gave a 3.2, bro. And somebody gave up 85, and we gave a 3.2.
We give up for Rocco. All right.
So he said, what the fuck?
All right, Rocco.
They gave the Wolves Rocco.
Rocco at $3 million.
Rocco's
Y'all ain't have money. Eh?
All right.
No, new owner. The new owner got bread now. They break the bread out there.
All right, man.
But like you said, Gil, the most important part of this historic 7-team trade
85,000
was the Phoenix and Houston
So
deal.
they can go to Magic City. All right. Have fun, player.
So as he begins the next chapter of his career with the Rockets, KD offered these thoughts on
300
Twitter.
though.
Let's take a
The
look.
300 on 85 is sick. 85.
So KD said, my time in Phoenix has come to an end. All these stops along the journey have really impacted me in a positive way. Remember, it's a world behind the scenes, and those who make things work in that space work tirelessly to make our lives easier as players. I appreciate all the quick interactions with everybody, from support staff to teammates, distant cousins. It's all a family that I'm grateful to be a part of, no matter what. I truly believe this NBA is one big community. Much love to Arizona. Houston, can't wait. So we talked about this thing when it first went down, but Rockets second in the West last season before getting eliminated by the Warriors in the first round in 7 games. When you look at KD, they're what, 4th team now since leaving the Warriors. How much pressure is on KD to make the Rockets legit contender in a stacked Western Conference? They got their go-to guy now. That was the issue with their team last season. But does KD have any pressure on him coming in now, second team All-NBA selection, to help lift this Rockets crew deeper in the playoffs?
Is the pressure on him or is the pressure on them? They went after it. They went after him. They were number 2, and they're adding him to the fold. I mean, we all know he's going to do what he does best, right? So it's for them to keep playing the way they're playing, right? It's weird that we we put the tag on him that he is not a leader, but then blame him for failures, right? Blame the if I'm not the leader, then blame the leader. Don't blame me, right? You can't have it both ways. So the fact that they were number 2 last year, they needed a go-to guy. KD's coming there, then the pressure is on the organization and the coach to make it work. Because if he's averaging 25, 6, and 6 doing his part, and it don't work, that don't have nothing to do with him.
He just came to hoop.
So you can't put him in situations.
You just like to hoop. I'm just here to hoop. Y'all figure it out.
I'm here to bring y'all over the top. If y'all stop playing defense, y'all don't show up. I'm bringing my A performance. Goddamn it, let's go.
I don't know, man.
Like I did in Phoenix.
I don't know.
But of course it's KD, so you're gonna blame him.
Yeah, and
It's
he
easy.
demanded he wanted to get traded too.
I mean,
He didn't want to get traded.
saying like,
There was talks about a deal going
Well,
down
they said
at
they didn't
the
want
trade
him
deadline. Talks to him going back to Warriors. He wasn't rocking with Steve Kerr according to reports, so did not want to go. Rode out the rest of the season.
Damn, Steve Kerr.
And the Warriors helped them. They was a part of that deal.
Shit, everybody in that deal. 85,000.
yo, do y'all believe if you're one of the greatest players, there's always pressure on you when you're playing until you're finished?
I don't know. Jalen Williams got him to the. Jalen Green got him second in the West, and
No, I'm just saying people put pressure on LeBron for
Game
trying to
7.
get his 5th ring. People put pressure on Steph for trying to get his 5th ring. So why wouldn't it not be pressure on KD?
right.
The fact that you're going to a winning situation.
No, you can put the pressure on whoever you want to. It's however you look at the game. Right? If you wanna put the pressure on him every time he fails just so you can say, oh, you ain't the man, it's easy.
So at what point do we get to criticize him?
You can criticize him anytime you want to.
So all the
So if
criticism.
Sengun don't shows up, to what he did last year, if he don't show up, you still blaming KD, right? If everybody else plays less than they did last year and they fail from what they did last year, you're gonna blame KD, and he can do what he do. If he averages just 26, 6, and 6, and they start losing, and what's his name got 10, 12 points, and he's playing horrible, you're gonna blame him.
No, but I think what I'm asking, why does he get the tag of he just wants to hoop?
And everybody.
not
Well, that's
the
what he
tag, like
said.
like
That's
every,
what he
I know,
That's why I asked the question too.
I know, but why is that the narrative?
How does he
for
get
him
to
and not
avoid
for-
criticism?
No, that's the
everybody
narrative.
to avoid criticism by saying, I'm just here to hoop.
No, you criticize him anyway.
So why does he get to avoid it? Why is it like we avoid the conversation of pressure on KD in Houston is tremendous. Tremendous. And he knows it. Because you can't just go down there and hoop. They're number 2.
What does hooping mean?
They're number 2.
What, like when you
You got to ask him. He said that's what he like
Oh,
to do.
okay.
I don't know. I know that whatever he been saying he been doing ain't been working since he was hooping in Golden State. So if you want it to work, you got to go out there with a different mentality than
So if he was
I'm just
hooping and
going
go to
to
state and it worked, what was the difference?
He played with Steph Curry. That's the difference. He hasn't played with Steph Curry since.
His 3rd team since leaving the Warriors, or let's say 4th, I fucked up. His 3rd team
So
since leaving the
again,
Warriors.
so if everybody else is not playing up to the standards that we put them in, why does the person that is playing to his standard gets blamed? So that's what nobody fails to realize.
I'm saying it because
So
they do it. I'm saying it because they do it to Bron. Like
No, what I'm saying
if
is-
Bron don't win, it's Bron's fault, right?
Yeah, that's how they play that game. What I'm saying is,
want
if
the individual credit, right, of being a great player, but you don't want the individual criticism of not leading your team to the championship.
I don't even know what that means.
Or the playoffs.
What I'm saying is, if we say right now, we put a standard on everybody and say, all right, Sengun, this is your what year? You should be an all NBA player. You should be in, right? If you are playing like an all NBA player, this team will be where they're supposed to be.
But
Right? Well, if he made the All-Star last year, if he don't make an All-Star this year, you blaming KD for that?
he might
If he
not.
don't make an All NBA, you blaming him
might
for
not.
that?
Because
Is KD the plus in this trade though, right? They got a plus, right? They got a big upgrade.
Yes, they got to upgrade
Right.
for Jalen Green. Yes,
Right. And KD is the best player on this team, right?
yes. So
You
if
gotta-
Sengun, what happens if Sengun don't play like Sengun?
You still got Kevin
blame
Durant.
Kevin Durant.
No, you still have Kevin Durant.
You got to, because KD.
And you got a
I
whole
think they
team.
said because Jalen Green is gone, KD should be able to make up for that.
Yes, make up
No,
for
not
that.
only does he make up for that, he makes
should
up for
push
it.
him-
+2.
Yeah, he should push him to the
Plus
championship.
2. It's not
So-
a make up for it.
but you
That's
see-
not a balanced
but you see-
trade.
but you see what
it's
you do-
Kevin Durant.
You should.
But you see what you're doing.
Doing what?
Sengun was an all-star before Kevin Durant. You're
Okay.
upgrading this piece. And you're saying even if Sengun fails, we supposed to get to the championship just because Kevin Durant's there.
He was an
does that-
all-star
No.
by, it was either him or Green, so you pick the big man always.
But what I'm saying is, because they don't make it to the championship, you blame Kevin Durant.
What's going on right now? Huh?
I'm
What
trying to
does
figure out.
Sengun have to do with all
I'm
this?
trying to figure out the logic.
Even if Sengun is not an all-star, he's still got 2-3 other bigs. It's
That-
Kevin Durant. And it's Flagg and all them other young pieces, the number 2 with Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks. You have Kevin Durant now. Double the production.
Yeah. Jalen Green averaged 21 during the regular season. I think like
21.
13 in the playoffs. Saw a noticeable dip. Did have that one, I think, 36, 38-point game. But other than that, got benched at times in the
just
fourth
asking.
quarter. You got KD averaging
Everybody
27.
Everybody gets
So
blamed.
he's averaging 6 more points. So what I'm saying is,
Last
if he
season.
averages his 25 to 27, he's playing how he plays, and everyone else is having down years, 1,000% you're going to blame Kevin Durant like he failed.
Well, yeah.
Well, that was the same thing that was going on in Phoenix. He was still doing his maintain Kevin Durant shit. Everybody else failed to pick up their production. Who still gets the blame? The best player. This has never changed.
So
I mean, I'm just saying other players get blamed. I mean, shit, you said when
you blamed everybody,
Huh?
and then you blamed him. What I'm saying
Gotta
is,
blame him.
you
bro. He-
no, what I'm saying is you blame Bill, killed Bill,
when the Bucks
and then
get
you
over
kill Kevin
the first
Durant.
round, who do you blame it on? The best player, right? You said Giannis, right?
can't-
Okay, that's all I'm just saying.
Right.
If
Kill-
everybody's gonna-
You
everybody's
killed
gonna-
Bill, then you
Kill
kept
Bill.
you,
Kill
you
Bill.
murdered Bill for not performing the way Bill was supposed to be performing, and then you blame Kevin Durant also
It was
for not having Bill to play way Bill play like it just
a big 3. Y'all brought a big 3 over here.
Did D-Book get any of that blame too? Or
No,
Was Bill in his right
no, you
position?
blame who you want to blame, huh?
Was Bill in his right position?
Sound like a bunch of.
No, but what I'm saying is you blame who you want to blame. You can't target one person and say, oh man, you're not playing well, this is where you're losing.
No,
And then the guy who's playing well, you blame him too because you're like, oh, he's the best player.
Look, we don't have
We're
to
gonna
blame,
him.
people when they have accountability. I wouldn't have to blame you if you took the accountability. You see, my logic is just so clear. It's just fucking flawless.
So you should take the blame.
Just take the fucking blame. I don't have to blame you.
Because that's the narrative.
That's what the big leaders do. I'm going to take it on me. It's on me.
I thought he wasn't a leader. I thought you said it
Is
wasn't.
he the leader?
You said no. Y'all already said that. You said it
We
too.
have had that discussion. Is the best player on
And
the
you
team
said he
leader?
wasn't the leader.
He asked the question. Nobody actually said whether he was.
No,
or not.
you did.
He did.
No, you said
we can run it
he
back.
wasn't.
He asked the question. He said, "Is Kevin Durant?" Did you ask?
And you
Durant
said
a
no.
leader?
I said
No, you
Kevin Durant a
said
leader.
you said has he made anybody better? That was like years
and-
ago. We had that conversation.
Yeah, and you said
And then a year ago we asked, "Is he really a leader?"
and you said no. Your
didn't say
answer
anything.
was no.
No, it wasn't. Can't prove it.
It is Monday here in Gilbert, ladies and gentlemen. A lovely holiday weekend.
prove it.
The group chat has been going off.
No, it hasn't.
Nope. Gil, it's been solid.
Spencer, can you please pull it up?
Gil working the phone. Receipt Gilly.
Yeah.
No, I'm
gotta
just
blame
saying
Kevin.
a lot of great players get blamed.
You gotta.
We're
blame
not talking
Kevin.
about blame. We're talking about pressure.
I mean, pressure. My bad.
But
Pressure.
does that come with being a great player in the league? Right? Is there
Yeah,
always
it comes
pressure?
with the territory.
For sure.
How could he not
not
have
trading-
pressure?
yeah, you're
How could
not
you go
trading-
there and not have pressure on you?
Look at the trade.
Yeah, that's what I
to
feel.
get him.
No, that's what I'm just saying. Me being Kevin Durant as a great player, I'm gonna feel pressure going to any new situation, especially if they're already been winning. I'm just saying I'm gonna be all right.
Already
Well, shit,
been.
I got to keep this shit
He
somehow,
been-
some way. They're bringing me here to
He been having
score. I'm one of the
pressure
best
since he
players.
left
They're bringing me
from
here
the
to
Warriors.
win.
Yeah,
He been having pressure
that's all.
since
I'm not-
left the Warriors.
Yeah.
He been trying to win. That's
I'm just
why
saying.
he
People
keep
blame
trusting
Bron every time he
team.
don't win every year. They blame Steph. They blame Giannis because Giannis be hurt. He can't get out the first round. So I'm just trying to figure out
really
what.
don't blame Steph.
Like,
that
you
much.
know,
Nobody blames Steph.
Nobody blames Steph. I ain't gonna lie.
Nobody.
Nobody blames Steph.
You pick and choose when you want to blame
They
somebody.
do blame Steph.
Right? So the fact that
Nah.
you're the
Golden
number 2 seed with a whole bunch of young players, and then you guys go out and get Kevin Durant, and you guys as an organization just switches the pressure to him, not you guys. You guys are blowing up you guys got rid of your guys for him to put you over the top. So the pressure should be on you to make this work. You went out and got him to make a splash, to overjump this team. So how do you say, we're going to delegate responsibility to Kevin Durant? Because we was number 2 last year. You lost in the playoffs.
First round.
You lost first round to the point where you went and grabbed Kevin Durant. So the pressure is on the organization. The pressure is on the coach. You say you couldn't play with him. You was benching Jalen Green. You was doing this because you couldn't rely on Jalen Green. So you went out, broke your team up to go get a sniper who's 37 years old to get over that top. The pressure's on y'all.
When's the last time that happened? A team was really good, and then they lost, and then they went and got Kevin Durant. What happened after that?
They won a championship.
Okay, does this sound like something that we might be interested in investing in? Pretty good team. Let's go bring Kevin Durant in. Let's try to win a championship, because this is how they did it last time, right?
But KD did say, didn't he have like places he wanted to go out of these teams? Houston was up there, right? It was like
Houston,
3
San
teams.
Antonio.
Yeah.
It was.
This is a team that made sense for me
Boston.
to take it over the top. So why wouldn't I have pressure? Why wouldn't I want pressure? I want that
We're not
pressure.
talking about one. We're just talking about
No, the question was, does he have right? Josiah, the question was,
Who's the
does he
pressure
have,
on?
who's the pressure on?
Yeah.
Oh, who's the pressure?
How much pressure's on KD
How
to
much?
make?
Oh, how much pressure's on KD?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
As a great.
I got 30 to 70.
Okay, so we asked the chat, is KD under pressure to win in Houston? 64% of the chat said yes. 36% said no, the organization is. But we will continue these KD discussions, I'm sure, all summer and head into next season. But we got to break out right now because we have a special guest making his first appearance in the arena via Zoom. High school All-American who played 4 years at Duke under Coach K before hooping internationally. Been a college basketball analyst and commentator with ESPN since 1995, covering the NBA draft for more than 20 years during his time with the Worldwide Leader. This past season, he also expanded his role to cover NBA games as well. He's also a lover of hip-hop, particularly the lyrical stylings of Jeezy the Snowman, and will always let you know that he got to go to work. Jay Bilas, welcome to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
How you guys doing? Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you pulling up, taking time out of your schedule. So we got a lot to get into, but first got to ask, you've been known to quote Young Jeezy in your tweets for more than a decade. Where did the love for Young Jeezy come from?
Well, I've enjoyed rap music since I was in high school. I was in high school in the late 70s, early 80s, and my teammates and I used to listen to the Sugar Hill Gang, which the Rapper's Delight. So we listened to that over and over. There wasn't a whole lot in the late 70s that we got access to, where I grew up in Southern California. But, in college I listened to it, and then when the whole Jeezy thing started, when we were doing game day at Michigan State, I think it was 2010, something like that, and Draymond Green had a pair of headphones on, and we asked him what he was listening to, and he said he was listening to Young Jeezy. And one of my colleagues, Hubert Davis, who now is the head coach at North Carolina, said, asked me, is that on your iPod back then? And I said, actually, it is. And people didn't believe it. So I started, when we were going back and forth on Twitter with people, I quoted a couple lyrics and I said, I got to go to work on it because I actually had to go into my office. I couldn't keep doing that. And it just kind of started. It was really kind of a weird deal.
So you were employed. I respect it. You got to keep a job. All right, so let's talk about this year's draft. Something that was particularly interesting. There were 18 freshmen selected in the first round, including 9 of the first 10 picks. But 18 freshmen taken in the first round.
No seniors?
There were some seniors taken, but 18 freshmen taken, including 9 of the first 10 picks.
9 out of the first 10?
9 out of the first 10 were freshmen.
Any seniors?
Huh?
Any seniors?
Do not. Let me double check. I don't think so.
No, you ain't got to check.
No. but none selected in the second round.
No what?
Freshmen selected in the second round.
They want him in the first
So,
round.
but Jay, question for you. What does that say about the league's approach to the draft?
Niggas in the back.
18 freshmen first round, 0 freshmen selected in the second
I
round.
don't know.
Well, I mean, what it says to me, and there's not enough data to determine all of this, but what it says to me is the players are making money in college now. Unless they're going to be high picks, they're not going. And they're going to stay and make money in college and wait until they can be drafted where they want to be drafted. And you're not seeing as many. So the second round was not perhaps as powerful as it's been in other years because guys can make money now. And so they can make more by staying in college. They stay another year and then go into the NBA. It's happening all over the place. Guys are staying 5, sometimes 6 years now in college because of the money. And you're seeing more international players come to college that have come over in the past. So it's just delaying things by at least a year for a number of guys. And some of these guys, look, if there were some guys that reclassed up because next year is a more powerful year in the draft, and they could probably go a little bit higher this year. So guys came in early that would have been high school seniors last year. Like Cooper Flagg was 17 years old when he played in college. I think Gilbert, you were 17 when you went to Arizona your first year. But that might have been more the norm, 25 years ago, but it's not the norm now. Now they tend to be older when they're coming into college. But everybody's trying to get their clock started earlier when they're the real top picks, kind of the cream of the cream. They're coming out, but otherwise they're going to stay.
So what's changed from back when I played in the last 15 years where the overseas guys are eligible to play in college basketball? Has it always been that?
Yeah, they've always been eligible, but back when you were playing at Arizona, guys were property of their teams, so they had professional contracts when they were that age.
Oh.
And sometimes they couldn't get out of those deals; they'd have to be bought out, and teams were willing to wait. And heck, when I was in college, a lot of the top international players were Soviets. Mm-hmm. And they couldn't leave. There were some players that couldn't get out. Like Arvydas Sabonis, Domantas Sabonis' dad,
the legend.
He might have been the best player in the world, but it was the former Soviet Union. And, he could be drafted. They weren't letting him out. And he only came to the U.S. after the Berlin Wall came down and the Soviet Union kind of crashed.
Right?
Oh, janky knee.
Yeah.
Sheller, his former self, but still balling with the Blazers back in those days. So let's talk about, obviously, the biggest name in the draft. First, you were selected by the Mavs, I believe, coming out of Duke, 1986. So let's talk about another Duke player taken by the Mavs, Cooper Flagg. In your opinion, will Cooper Flagg make an immediate impact with the Mavs this season?
Yes. I think he's the real deal, especially at that age, to do what he did. I think he's the best freshman Duke's ever had.
Wow.
That doesn't mean he's the most talented. I'm not saying he's more talented than Kyrie Irving or Grant Hill when they were freshmen, but he was better and did more. He led a Final Four team in scoring, rebounding, assists, steals, and blocks. And I think if you watched him play, you knew he's the real thing. Now, how great is he going to be as a pro? I think he's going to continue to get better, and he'll be a great pro. He's got an All-NBA future in my view, and in my view, he's equally as good as a defender as he is an offensive player, and he's a formidable offensive player. But you can play him all over the floor, and he's ultra competitive. And I know there are a ton of guys that are top prospects every year that are competitors. But he's on the upper tier of competitors I've seen, and he takes it seriously. He's way more mature than his years. I haven't seen many guys that had this level of maturity at that age. It's really hard to fathom, honestly.
So, obviously this was a pretty loaded draft on the top end of this season. But besides Cooper Flagg, who was the most league-ready player in this draft class?
That's a good question. I mean, a lot of times when I think NBA ready, I tend to gravitate toward the older players, and that's been a little bit of an evolution for me. I mean, probably 23 years ago when I first started doing the draft, I was skeptical of high school players coming into the NBA and being able to perform right away. And you had to adjust, man, because a lot of these guys can do it, and it just didn't seem like when I was in college, a senior getting drafted was a 22-year-old rookie that had a lot to learn and a lot of growth in front of them. Now they're kind of viewed as their ceiling is in sight, and I don't think that's necessarily true, honestly. But these younger guys, I think Dylan Harper, Rutgers, is going to step in and perform at a high level right away. It doesn't mean he doesn't have a big learning curve, and he's not going to get a lot better. I like Trey Johnson at Texas. I think because of the his talent level and how he can really score, I think he's going to step in and be able to play right away. And some of the older guys, I'll be interested to see how some of those 3-and-D guys do, honestly. Whether it's Cedric Coward of Washington State or Rasheer Fleming of St. Joe's or Carter Bryant of Arizona. Like a couple of those guys are older. Carter Bryant's the youngest, and he's got a ton of talent. But the way the game's played now, those guys are really valuable, and those dudes are freaks, man. Long-armed defenders that can all shoot. And you can park them in a corner. They can make corner threes, and they can guard multiple positions. So I think they'll all be impact players. It's just a question of, are they going to do it right away? Fleming's probably the most prepared physically because he's the oldest. But there are a number of guys that are really good in this draft. It's just a question of, like, some of the guys that have been taken by teams that aren't going to be as good are probably going to have more of an opportunity to put numbers up, and it's going to seem like they're better right away. But Flagg's he's the big prize in this draft.
I got some pushback on the Cooper Flagg, best freshman, Duke history. I played at UNC, seen a lot of freshmen. You don't think Zion Williamson is the best freshman ever?
Look, Rashad, it's a close call. I'm not suggesting that Cooper Flagg's great and everybody else sucked when they were freshmen. I'm not saying that. But he didn't. I don't think he accomplished the same amount that Cooper Flagg did as a 17, 18-year-old. And Zion was a phenomenon. I honestly never seen anything like that guy on a basketball floor. I'm not sure I've seen it since. But
they went to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, they did. But Flagg's more skilled. He shoots it better. I think he's more impactful defensively. And you could argue, is he a better rebounder, all that stuff. Zion didn't dominate all the categories in his freshman year like Flagg did. And look, he played with RJ Barrett, so you could argue maybe there wasn't as much opportunity for him to shoot it every time he touched it and all that stuff.
So are we talking stats that's going to make him the best statistically being there, or are we talking about what we've seen with our two eyes? Like, I didn't see Cooper dominate like Zion Williamson dominated. People were scared of Zion and both sides of the floor. And this is not a comparison to diminish what Cooper is and what he's going to be. Yeah. But there are people that I think, when this conversation comes up, that I played against Luol Deng, I seen Jason Tatum, I seen a bunch of guys that go to Duke, and they're really, really good, and it's pushing the lever higher for Cooper to succeed at being better than these players, just because we haven't really seen him play at this level yet. So I'm going to always push back on that, because I've seen a lot of great players. Zion is one of them. 22-9 at Duke, Elite Eight, could have won the championship if he don't blow that tire out with the foot thing. So I just had to push back on that a little bit.
Yeah, and look, reasonable minds can differ. I'm not arguing with anybody. Anybody can think whatever they want. But I think that Cooper Flagg impacted the game in more areas at a higher level. And that's not saying that he's going to have the better pro career than Jason Tatum or Zion or whomever. That remains to be seen. I'm not projecting that out. I think Grant Hill is probably overall more talented than Cooper Flagg is and was and all that. If you were drafting a player saying, I can have this guy healthy for his NBA career, I'd take Grant Hill. I think Grant Hill's the best player to ever play at Duke. But as far as what was done and accomplished and the performance of a freshman, nobody else did, in my view, what Cooper Flagg did in 1 year.
Gotcha.
Well, he's going to be next to AD, somebody that won the championship as a freshman, right? Mm-hmm. And won Rookie of the Year, so.
Yeah, I mean, look, but AD didn't play at Duke. He played
I know, but I'm just saying he's gonna be next to somebody that got it done as a freshman that he could learn from.
Yeah.
Championship
You
experience.
can learn from all those guys. I mean, there's not a player at that level you can't learn from.
Yeah, I'm not arguing against the coach who says it. Right, if the coach coached all the number one
Coach
picks,
K said it. Obviously,
I'm gonna go with
said
what
the
the
same
coach
thing.
says.
Yeah, but he's piggybacking off what I said. He's
Okay.
stealing my stuff.
Oh, he's
So
stealing your shit.
He didn't say. He waited till the end. So
You know that's what the Duke guys do, man.
damn right.
Just piggyback off each other and shit.
So when you look at this draft class, obviously we know the big names, but who's your sleeper to win Rookie of the Year this season?
I still think Flagg's going to win it, but the sleeper would be Jeremiah Fears probably of Oklahoma.
Okay.
He's really gifted and can really score. I don't know that he's going to get fouled at the same rate in the NBA that he did in college. He found a way to the free throw line like crazy, but if I remember right, I think he got drafted by New Orleans, number 7. And then they wound up trading up to get Derek Queen. So those are 2 good players they got at 7 and 10, or something like that. I can't remember, 7 and 13, whatever it was. But they're I think with his talent level, he could put some numbers up. He's not a great shooter yet, but I think he's going to develop into a really good shooter. And you guys know how it is more than I do. Like, what you are as an 18-year-old doesn't necessarily reflect what you're going to be as a 25-year-old. And so these guys got a lot of growth in front of them.
Most that Fears also arguably has the best jersey in the league now, 0 Fears.
Yeah.
That Fears 0, just rocking the 0. But let's talk a little bit Spurs. Obviously, they had the last 2 Rookie of the Year winners, Wemby, Stephon Castle. Now have Dylan Harper coming in. How will Dylan Harper fit in with the Spurs squad, in your opinion?
I think he'll fit in great. Like from my seat, I thought that San Antonio needed to get shooting and another big guy to kind of take some pressure off Wemby. I don't know that Dylan Harper necessarily fills the shooting role. He can make shots. He's not you wouldn't call him like this knockdown perimeter shooter, but he's the best pick and roll guard in the draft this year. And you put him in screen roll situations with Wembanyama, and that's going to be pretty formidable. And he's strong, left-handed, can get to the rim, make a variety of shots, and he makes really good reads. I think he's going to become, because he's got good length, he'll become a more impactful defender. And he's got an NBA body, and he just kind of knows how to play. And he's just he's a really potent scorer. And he played with Ace Bailey, and to have those 2 guys average, both 18, 19 a game, and both of them put up I think it was back to back. I'm trying to remember. Dylan Harper had back-to-back 35-point games, and they're playing in the Big Ten. It's not like they're playing against bad competition. And then Ace Bailey had a 39-point game against Indiana. I think he had 38 against Northwestern. Those guys could fill it. They just didn't have anybody around them, and so they wound up being a 500 team, basically.
So most definitely. So you talked about Dylan Harper at Rutgers, his teammate Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey probably the biggest story of the draft. Obviously trying to force his way, I think, to Brooklyn. Did not work out. Jazz.
To Wizards.
Wizards were going to trade him to the Nets.
No, he wasn't.
You crazy, Gil.
You crazy as hell.
You crazier.
You're crazy.
Dope
You
or
think we
dog?
was gonna draft him to trade him?
That's what the report.
Well, you didn't get. I don't care what the report said. You got to be on the call. You got to be on the email. We was telling Brooklyn whatever. Yeah, we was getting them. Bam. Let's go.
On the text chain, but obviously did not work. Jazz take him with the 5th pick. So what do you make of the whole Ace Bailey situation? Not the first time we've seen players try to force their way to their preferred team, but obviously got a lot of heat as a result of that. So what do you make of the Ace Bailey situation? How do you think it will play out with the Jazz?
I was okay with the pre-draft stuff. Look, if you don't work out for somebody, don't work out for them. If you're willing to be taken lower, you're giving up a lot of money to do it. But if you're willing to do that, that's fine. And it just, to me, if John Elway did it and Eli Manning did it, and I know it was football, but if they did that, they were considered to be savvy and smart and all this stuff. I don't see what the difference is. I didn't, just my personal opinion, I didn't really care for if you schedule a workout, show up for the workout. If you don't want to go, don't schedule it. That's the only thing. That's just a professionalism thing. And then I thought, I don't want to bag on the media here, but like I tried to just sort of wait and see when he didn't sort of do what everybody seems to do, which is you get drafted the next day, you're on a plane to whatever team drafted you, have a press conference the next day. It's 2 rounds now, so it's not the normal procedure that it used to be. He showed up a couple days later, and he's played summer league and all that stuff. He's doing what he's supposed to do. So I thought the speculation about will he show up, will he not show up was a little bit much. If he doesn't show up, then we can talk about it. But I don't think we needed to do that until we saw something there. So it's just, but that's the way it is now. Like you're gonna get some heat over things like that when you do it differently. And I think he and his advisors probably knew that. And as long as they're okay with it, why would I care? I mean, if he went 6, 7, 8, something like that, because he didn't want to work out for teams that he wasn't quite as interested in, whether it was Philly or Charlotte or Utah, I mean, that's a lot of money he's given up. Mm-hmm. And if he's willing to do that, why should I question it?
So you think players today are more interested in where they go versus how much they make?
No. I think he was a different case. Like this was different. Usually what happens is they'll go and work out for the teams that are in their draft range. Doesn't mean they have to work out. They go have dinner, get to know people, all that stuff. Everybody kicks the tires. I don't happen to think that those workouts for teams are all that valuable, but I do think spending time with people is, and letting them get to know you and you get to know them. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just most people are. I think most people look at NBA players and NBA draftees as, hey, I'd trade places with those guys. They're lucky to be there. They should kind of do what they're told. I think that's what a lot of fans think. They don't look at ownership the same way. Like ownership makes a hell of a lot more money than the players make. And they're not looking at how much they're making and all that. They're just kind of looking at the players. And I've never been a believer in that. This is America. And if they're not members of the union until they sign their contracts and all that, but they're protected by the union, which is a nice thing. But you're bound by some of these draft rules. And if you want to try to do what you think is right to manipulate the draft in your favor. Look, he wound up going 5th to Utah, so I don't know whether he looks at that as having worked out for him or not. But going number 5, I mean, I haven't seen one thing that since he's been drafted where he hasn't said the right thing or struck the right tone. I don't know Ace Bailey. I've watched him play a lot, but I don't know him personally. But from what I've seen, he seems like a really nice young man, and I think for the most part, when I've seen an interview or something, he's handled himself really well. I mean, he's 18 years old, and what do we expect from these guys? And if he's getting advice or if he's running the show, it doesn't really matter. The one thing that's interesting about the draft and like the draft night, now it's 2 nights, but there's a celebratory aspect of the draft. And when I first started doing the draft, I was probably way more critical of players than I am now. But the day the draft is over, then it's time to deliver. And nobody cares where you got drafted. Are you going to deliver? And now we're in the are you going to deliver phase. And I watched some of the game the other night that he played, and he didn't have his best game shooting-wise, but he did some really good things. He's going to be a really good player if he sticks with it.
So speaking of that game, obviously Ace Bailey versus VJ Edgecombe in that Sixers game, Sixers Jazz. What'd you think about VJ? Obviously can't look too much into the summer league. We've seen a lot of players that have gone on to have super successful careers, not ball out in summer league. But VJ coming in, dropping 28 in his pro debut.
28?
The number of points doesn't really matter to me because you've seen guys get 40 in those games that didn't go on and do as well as
everybody.
And then you see other guys didn't play well at all. They had great careers. But Edgecombe's really talented. He's probably the best athlete in the draft. And I'm always I try to be careful about saying this, but he reminds me of like a 19-year-old Victor Oladipo, or maybe even a 18-year-old, 19-year-old Dwayne Wade. Now that doesn't mean he's going to reach those heights, but at that age, hard to tell the difference between those guys. And I mentioned Grant Hill before. I was a grad assistant at Duke when Grant was a player. His first 2 years there, and if Grant had come out of college as a freshman in 1991, it was 91. If he would have come out, the knock on him, they would say, well, he can't shoot. Like, he's a great athlete, great defender, can handle it, all these super talented, but he can't shoot. Well, he could shoot by the time he was a senior. And then his first 7 years in the league, he had he was among the most productive players in NBA history over a 7-year period before he got hurt. Oh, wow. And that's why I've always kind of called him the Sandy Koufax of the NBA. He had Hall of Fame credentials after 7 years. And, that injury, it almost cost him his life, but he still wound up playing 18, 19 years in the league and had a Hall of Fame career.
All right, so let's shift over to the college side. So as part of the settlement in the House vs. NCAA antitrust lawsuit, NCAA implemented a salary cap to pay student athletes directly, initial limit of close to $21 million per school annually. Expectation is the bulk of those funds will go to football, men's basketball, with athletes still being able to sign NIL deals with a legitimate business at fair market value, whatever that means. But what impact will NCAA's new salary cap have on the college basketball landscape?
What it's going to do is, so this settlement means that the schools can pay the athletes directly now. So the last few years during NIL, there were indirect payments through these collectives. And I didn't anticipate that collectives would pop up. I knew that money would find a way. It's like the old Jurassic Park movie when they say life will find a way. Money finds a way. And so once players were allowed to be compensated in any fashion, you knew that the money was going to find the players, and it has through these collectives. So what the theory is now is that the close to 21 million, I think the number's 20.5, whatever it is, but that's for all athletes across the board in Division I. Each school can pay up to 20.5. They don't have to pay a nickel if they don't want to, but that's not very much money when you start thinking about every sport. And so, but you can still have what they call third-party NIL, but now it has to be legit, like sort of fair market NIL deals, like for commercials and things like that. But they're still going to find a way to pay players what they think they're worth, and we'll see if the NCAA is able to police that effectively. I'm dubious of that. But really what we have now is just one illegal wage cap in place of another that's been blessed by a court. And but what you're going to see, your players are going to be signed to contracts. Those contracts will have buyouts in them. Roster sizes have been reduced across the board, so there'll be fewer places that you can transfer. Transfers will still happen, but they won't be as many as there are now. Once they sign players to contracts. And then we'll see, the NCAA is going to have a time period. I don't know whether it's 3 years, 5 years, whatever, where they can try to figure out a long-term structure. So either collective bargaining with the players, which can be problematic. I still think it can work. Or they go to Congress and say, give us a law that will give us some runway here. And, basically taking the settlement to Congress and saying, here's this settlement. Make this into law, but I don't think Congress is going to give the NCAA everything they want. The first thing I would ask is, all right, you're going to cap the players. How about we cap the coaches? Like if this is supposed to be about academics and this wonderful enterprise we have that America seems to love, then why do the coaches get unlimited money and the players don't? That would be my biggest question for Congress if they jumped into it.
Yeah, so that was one of the reasons that that I had Elijah go up a year, because I heard that they were going to basically hard cap, and the money that he can get today versus tomorrow is very different. Do you think it's Do you think it's fair with the NIL side to be judged by NCAA, where the market value, how do you know what a kid's market value is? And like if you can't tell who's popular from the market size and the fact that you can control it now. So if someone wants to go in and pay someone $100,000, the NCAA now can say, well, I don't think he's worth that. I only think he's worth $2. Do you think that's actually?
They can do it.
Yeah, now you can.
Damn.
Isn't that?
I think it's going to be, Gilbert, to your question, I think it's going to be hard for the NCAA to police. What I think they're looking to do is try to limit, say you at the University of Arizona, if you were playing now, and a local car dealer says, all right, we're going to give you $2 million, but the car dealership, we're going to give you $2 million to do commercials for our car dealership and be a spokesperson for our dealership. And the dealership only grosses $1 million a year. They're not going to, like, nobody's going to pay anybody that amount of money when they're doing that. It's just they're just funneling money to a player as a pay-for-play thing. And I'm good with that. Like, I think they should be allowed. Like, I think your market value is what anybody wants to pay you.
Yeah, okay.
But since they're doing this cap, that's what they're looking to stop. Like, they're not going to police some deal that pays a guy $50,000 or $150,000 or something like that. They're not going to worry about that. They're going to worry about the really big numbers that they're going, whoa. Like this, nobody would pay this amount absent trying to get around the cap number. So
that hurts.
I hate that idea, but I don't like the idea they're capping them at $20 million in the first place.
Yeah.
Like if the school wants to pay, like if they're willing, if an SEC football program is paying their strength coach $1.5 million, why should a wide receiver be limited? Like that makes no sense to me. You can't tell me that the guy catching the ball is more important than the guy saying, "Hey, lift that weight." Like I just don't think that makes any sense.
All right, so when you open it up, like unbiased, and you're thinking about the landscape of $20 million and
That weight.
And those knees.
as a recruiting tool for a school, and you can't, because the NIL part of it is actually looked at too, so I can't funnel money through, secondary entities. Does that push a lot of players to just certain schools now?
No, I mean, I think that's always been the case. Like the top 100 players have always wound up at basically the same schools. It may differ here or there. And you may see like Doug McDermott goes to Creighton. Well, his dad was the coach. Like that kind of thing will happen. But by and large, mid-major schools have access now to better players than they've ever had because they can pay now. So just simple principles of economics, like Wichita State can afford to pay Kansas's fifth best player more than Kansas is willing to pay. So you may say, you know what, I'll go to Wichita State and be the man there and make more money than if I was the fifth best player at Kansas. That kind of thing can happen. But before, like when you were in school, when I was in school, you went, even back in the dark ages when I was in school, you basically went where you were going to have the best experience, the most exposure, the best coaching, all that stuff. Now it's open for you to add money as a variable. And look, reasonable people can look at this differently. I do think there is something to the idea of too much too soon for a young person, but that's for the young person and their families and their advisor to determine, not for the NCAA and not for the Big Ten or the SEC. That's for individuals to determine what's too much too soon. But what I'm seeing now, and it's not everybody, but these young players now are becoming financially literate. They're making really good decisions. They're putting money away. Look, they may buy themselves a car and treat themselves nice and buy something that, as older people would say, look, you'd be better off putting that money away. But they're putting a fair amount of money away now and starting themselves out to a really nice future. And they're doing business deals. They're much savvier than we were because we weren't allowed access to money. If we took a sandwich, we got in trouble.
Yeah.
And now, like, I'll give you one example. I hope I'm not rambling too long, but Blake Corum, the running back from Michigan, won a national championship a couple of years. After his junior year, I was on a panel with him and Tom Izzo in Detroit. And when the discussion was over, there were questions asked. So if somebody raises their hand and asks Blake Corum, why did you decide to come back for your senior year at Michigan? And Corum's a really thoughtful young person. He says, look, I know what I'm supposed to say. I'm supposed to say I want to finish my degree, I want to win a national championship, and I want to win the Heisman Trophy. And then he said, all those things are true. I want to do all those things. But he also said, I've had an interest in real estate. And with my NIL money, I put together a real estate portfolio, and I wanted another year to build that portfolio up before I went into the NFL. And you're going, hey, man, that's next level thinking for a 21-year-old young person. And they have the opportunity to do that now, and we did not. You know, like I was on a different level than all you guys. You know, I played overseas. I was a good player, but I wasn't a great player like you guys. But when I started making money, I had no idea what to do with it. I'd never had access before. And I didn't even have time to have a job. So, but you know, when I did do some stuff during the summer, I had to pay tax on that stuff. So they were okay with us getting a job and paying tax and doing all these things when we had to go get a cheap job somewhere. But they weren't okay with us making our fair market value while they were making money off us. And I had a problem with that.
Let me ask you this, Jay. Do you think, well, what percentage of athletes coming into college right now are actually focused on their academics?
The same percentage that were focused on it when you were a player, when I was a player.
Okay.
And
okay.
Like,
hold on. Let me finish the question.
Oh, I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
So within that, you say we're here for a job, right? We're here to become professional athletes. So we've been paying amateurs. We've been paying a bunch of amateurs to be financially literate in a realm where they have no experience. So we're paying amateurs before they perform. And in my book, I wrote about performance-based requirements for college athletes. They come in and creating a school of sports, just like you have a school of medicine, school of law, post-grad. And having these access points gives the actual coach, the weight trainer, and the player performance-based requirements before they get paid. So you can't just get this check, show up on campus and say, I'm worth this, you should be paying me this, that, and the other. It's based on your performance, your preseason, your postseason, and how far you go in the tournament. And all of your checks will be segmented based on how you develop, how you advance, how you propel. And I think they have gotten away from that because we're talking nothing about, you know, how kids are learning. Like you just said, the financial literacy part of college is learning how to be a thousandaire before you become a millionaire. And if that's not important for the kid and their family, then we're just throwing money at an ATM and we're just seeing it regurgitate. So the value, I think, of the athlete needs to get to learning about how to perform before you get paid.
I think that's great, but that's a decision that each school needs to make for itself. So you went to Carolina and went to Duke. If Duke wants to do it that way and Carolina doesn't, then they're going to have to see how it works out in the marketplace. So if Duke tells Cooper Flagg, hey, you're going to have to earn your money here, so we're gonna do it incentive based, and it's going to be based on your performance as an athlete, but also your performance as a student and what you do in community service. And then in year 2 or 3, you can make some real money, but you're going to get a freshman pay scale, and everybo's going to make that. And Carolina says, no, we're going to pay you what we think you're worth, and you know more guys are going to go to Carolina.
Yeah.
That's the way business usually works. So they can do that if they want to. Just like they don't. Not everybody pays their coaches $10 million. You know, Alabama paid Nick Saban $10 million. Other schools said, well, we don't have that, or we don't want to pay that. That's fine. Then you're gonna have a smaller pool of coaches to choose among. Well, go ahead, do it that way. And the Ivy League doesn't want to pay their player, then don't, and see how it works out for you. Maybe it'll be great, maybe it won't. But the market should determine that, not some blanket. Like the thing I had a problem with, Rashad, isn't that individual schools wanted to pay or didn't want to pay. It was that there was a unilateral rule imposed upon the players that every school had to abide by. They all agreed that they weren't going to pay, and some of them wanted to. But that's called an antitrust violation. That's illegal. If they did that in any other business context, they'd be hauled into court, and they ultimately were and lost. But they got protected for way too long by the courts. So schools can do it however they want. Like with that 20 million cap, they don't have to pay a nickel if they don't want. They could say, hey, look, you're here to go to school and play ball. If you want money, go somewhere else.
Let me ask you this, Jay.
They'll go somewhere else.
Let me ask you this. So the 20 million each school, is that including HBCUs?
Yeah, it includes everybody.
All right, so let's just say that before HBCUs didn't have that type of funding, correct?
They still don't.
Right. So when you look at the opportunity for a HBCU to offer a kid like Ace Bailey to come down that before wasn't available, we're now changing the landscape from what you just said about Duke or Carolina deciding, yeah, we'll take the standardized freshman pay scale, we'll do that, or we'll go our route and we'll pay how we want. The HBCUs, the Gramblings, the Howards, they can now go chase guys that they couldn't chase before because they have what you would call a cap, luxury tax. And I think now that happens, how do you market when you never had the marketing ability to go after these players? How do you sell? How do you do these things for other universities that are not big powerhouses?
Look, the market conditions are similar to what they've always been. So you're still going to have, like, before you could pay, players were going where the environments were the best. So schools were building these lavish facilities to try to attract players. You know, you're still looking at a school of lesser resources going, well, wait a minute. You know, even though they can pay me now, they're not going to pay me as much as if I go to Alabama or LSU. And this particular school, whether it's an HBCU or some low major, whatever, they don't have the money to fly as private everywhere. So I want to do that. I want to fly private. I want to play on television. I want to do this. I want to do that. So you're still going to see the top players go to largely the same places they've always gone, with maybe some exceptions here or there. But you're also still going to see the same caliber player fall, if you will, to the same level they've always gone. The one good thing about the transfer portal, in my view, and there are problems with it, it's not ideal. But a player who's pegged out of high school, like this guy's too small or he's not as good or whatever, and has to go to some mid-major and then he crushes it, like Walter Clayton Jr.
Yeah.
He's a highly recruited football player, but he wasn't a valued basketball player. He goes to Iona, plays for Rick Pitino, kills it there, and then he goes where he wanted to go from the beginning, goes to Florida, and made a bunch more money and exposure. Everybody knew his name. If he'd stayed at Iona, only guys like me would have known who he was. And I don't think that's right, that you're stuck with where you got recruited out of high school and you got to stay there for 4 years or give up a year of your life if you want to leave. I don't think that's ever been fair or ever been right. And I think now that's being rectified in the players' favor.
Jay, we appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to pull up to Gil's Arena, talk NBA draft, college hoops, and everything else. Wishing you best of luck with everything. And
hey, before I go, let me remind Gilbert of something. Your freshman year, I was doing a game at McHale. And I don't know if you know this, but I was close with Coach Olson. He recruited me when he was at Iowa.
Okay.
And so after the game, you were a freshman, I believe, and you had a really good game. And so I was going to interview you. So I had to interview Coach Olson first, and then I'm going to interview you. So you're standing off to the side. And Coach O says to me, he says, hey, watch out for Arenas. Like, you put the microphone in front of him, and he's gonna go on forever. Okay. So I asked you a question, and you gave me a one-word answer. You said, I can't remember what you said, but you said, like, yes. And that was it. And Coach Olson was off to the side laughing his ass off because he got me. You didn't say a word beyond the quickest possible answer. And I had to fumble for a second question thinking you were going to go on forever because he got me on that. I don't even know if you remember that, but I'll never forget it. Coach Olson.
I was shy back then. I wish he was like that.
All right, one last question, Jay. In the three-point shooting contest, who'd you put your money on, me or Gilbert?
Ooh.
Right now?
Yep.
I don't know. I haven't seen you guys shoot.
Oh yeah, you've seen us shoot before though.
I've seen you shoot. I think it would be. I think Gilbert could do pretty well in that. Hey, in the 2001 championship game, did you have a shoulder problem?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been a different game if you were healthy.
How much money would you put down on that?
I don't gamble on.
You don't gamble? Well, I mean, just let
Don't
you
gamble
know,
on
you're
sports.
leaving on a loss, Jay.
Don't.
You're losing. You're leaving on a loss, Jay. You're leaving on a
I
loss.
would never, Rashad. I would never jump into two ultimate competitors going after each other in something that doesn't matter when you're this age.
No, it matters. Everything matters, Jay. Everything matters, man. Everything matters. We keep scoring every competition we do.
Very competitive here at Gills
He
Arena.
gonna pick somebody
It's
from
over.
Carolina.
But he already lost because I already won. It was a test question. I already done beat him. So I done already beat him, Jay. You lost your money already. That's set you
I
up.
didn't gamble.
It's all good.
Jay, we appreciate you pulling up, man. Thank you for stopping by Gills Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. Jay Bilas, everybody. All right, well, speaking of scoring, KD made an appearance on the Mind the Game podcast last week, got some major love from Steve Nash and LeBron, with Bron saying, when it comes to three-level scorer, we haven't had a scorer as equipped as KD in our league. So during a recent episode of Speak on FS1, Paul Pierce had this response.
I was probably the best pure scorer ever in the history of the game, because I was pretty equipped. When I think about it, I'm just saying, like,
Could you pull up from the elbow?
I need to be in this conversation.
Could you pull up from the elbow?
I got
Could you
all
knock
that.
down the three?
All that.
Could you back him
Three-point
down?
contest
Could you
champ.
turn around?
All of that. Post ups.
Could you dunk?
All of that. I was shoot, and I must have been one of the most equipped. Look, here we go. Boom. Who's this? I'm to the rack.
Okay.
3 people.
I'm not sure Laker highlight, but I get it.
Yeah, look. Let me see. Go over your head.
Oh, that's pretty.
Come on.
Yeah, that's pretty.
This is equipped. Oh, you want game winners? Wop, wop, wop. Here we go. Like, I'm trying to figure out
What
what.
was your efficiency?
Yeah, like, I think, when he talking about his efficiency, because I shot more bad shots than Kevin.
Yeah, you was just hot
sure.
dogging. You wasn't as clean.
No, I shot more bad shots, but Kevin, because he's 7 feet, he can get his shot off on anybody. He don't really see defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why he's so efficient. There's nobody at his height on the perimeter. He changed the way we look at perimeter. He pretty much changed the game on the perimeter. Like being a 7'2" guard.
So we heard what Paul Pierce had to say. Mr. B, I'll ask you first. Paul Pierce spitting or tripping saying he's the greatest pure scorer in NBA history?
I mean, I'm not fighting his argument. I'm not fighting what he's saying because he could score from 3 different levels. I kind of caught Paul probably later in his like career, so he definitely is talking truth though about him scoring and being able to put the ball in the rim. So I'm not fighting.
When you say caught him later, is that you on that team, right?
What team?
That one with the game winner.
No,
You not on that? Or you was on the Wizards with him?
no,
You was on the Wizards
no,
with him?
no. I caught him early Boston.
Oh.
So
I love Paul Pierce, Inglewood legend, Inglewood curl. I modeled my curl after him growing up.
I mean, but he can't score.
That's fair.
He can't score. It was.
That's why I
The
had the
greatest pure
34.
scorer ever. So when you hear Paul Pierce say that, is he spitting or tripping?
He's one of the. He's one of
One of. I like
100%.
for sure. Yeah.
Everybody can say what they want about themselves. Steph said he's the greatest. A lot of people say, but he's definitely one of them. He one that I studied when I was in high school.
Sure.
Him and Kobe,
Too.
Allen Houston.
So when you say he's one of them, is he top 3 or top 5?
I don't think I wouldn't even put no number on all that because there's so many niggas that can just put the ball in the basket from the purest standpoints. 3, 4, 5 level scoring. He one of them. By far. I'm not gonna say who the best or who whatever, because everybody got their own list, but he definitely up there.
Yeah, for sure. Probably the GOAT out of LA for sure, just with the name wise. That's why I wore 34 in high school. You know, I was trying to.
Truth.
Yeah, the truth, man. It's cold. Sneaky bounce though. If he was
Sneaky bounce, the
he was
hang in
more
the air,
athletic, then it'd be. He was athletic, but he didn't use
the Inglewood build.
He was quicker than you thought.
Yeah,
all
it's
that
like-
shit. All that
he
little
was
slow
sneaky,
baby
yeah.
fat shit.
Yeah.
That shit out the window when he got the ball.
Inglewood hood body. No
say
muscle
go-
definition.
Go
but
out of LA.
Yeah,
Paul
Is he
Pierce,
better than Kawhi Leonard?
yeah,
Kawhi from Riverside.
yeah.
We know.
I mean, it's LA. I mean, you said the whole county of LA. I'm just saying.
The IE.
Kawhi Leonard got two.
Then you just got 2 Finals MVPs. That's it.
And he's a pure scorer.
He only playing no seasons and don't play.
He a pure scorer too, though.
No, he had to work for that.
Kawhi Leonard?
And that mechanic.
Half is LA unified, so that we'll say the Valley.
I get it, but Kawhi Leonard just scored.
He was a McDonald's All-American.
Facts.
From the start.
Facts.
So best scorer to come out of LA. I'm sitting on the couch with another good scorer to come out. The Valley does count, Gil. It does count. Cleveland High count. Grant.
I said LA.
Taft, Chatsworth. Paul Pierce spitting or tripping, saying he's the greatest pure scorer in NBA history.
I mean, he has an argument when you're talking about just levels of scoring and knowing how to score. You're talking about post-up, duck-ins, mid-range, three, isolation, great at the free throw line, great around the basket. When you're talking about the idea of, if I cut this off, what else do you have? If I cut this off, what do you have? So when people talk about three-level scoring, it's considered basic basketball talk because that's casual talk, right? When you're talking about the 5, 6, 7, realm of scoring, you're talking about a different group of players, right? There's only a few players, handful of players that are in the 5, 6, 7. Right, no matter how good they can score from mid-range or the three, did they have the post-up game? Did they have the ISO game? Can they move without the ball? Do they have the duck-in game? Right? Are they great in double teams? Right? Are they great free throw shooting guys? So when you're talking about just an all-around level of scoring, yeah, he can put himself in that conversation.
All right. Well, now let's shift to my next question. So, in all your expert opinions, who is the best pure scorer you've seen with your own eyes?
It's easy for them.
Best pure scorer that you've seen. Don't have to be all time, but in your own personal opinion, you watched them and said, this is a pure scorer right here.
Besides myself?
I am legend.
Hey, I wouldn't even knock you for that one.
Yeah.
I am legend.
I wouldn't even knock you for that one.
Drew League Hall of Fame. Jersey hanging in the rack.
I would say just somebody that could score.
Pure scorer.
Pure scorer.
Just easy. Just easy.
I'd say probably Beasley.
Michael Beasley. Interesting, Swaggy. A great teaser for what's to come.
Got you over there shaking ass, huh? Got you over there shaking ass scared. You're going to mention that man's name.
May have you shaking ass.
Come on, man.
I want to see it.
May have you shake some ass.
I'm going to go with KD.
So you're going to say KD,
Yeah.
that you've seen best pure scorer. Like Paul mentioned in his 7 foot,
Yeah.
playing the 2, playing the 3, his ability to do things that previously
Yeah, I ain't never seen anything like that.
weren't permitted by people his size.
Every time.
I don't know. I would say probably Jamal Crawford, for real.
Oh, it's Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, a very good choice. A very pure scorer. How about yourself?
Number 8.
Marcus Johnson from the Clippers?
No.
Okay. What's number 8?
Little Fro.
Little Fro Kobe.
Little Fro Kobe.
The number 8 Kobe. And what was it about the number 8 Kobe and his pure scoring ability that impressed you?
Raw talent, different. When you're talking about what he was doing as a 18, 19, 20-year-old at that level, it was purity. Like when we're just talking about purity of the game, especially the game back then, like scoring is IQ. Just some people just have a gift of scoring. Like you can put T-Mac in there. Even somebody like Vince Carter was a natural scorer. I mean, even if he used his ability or didn't at that level. I mean, some people just know how to put the ball in the basket. So James Harden, I mean, you know what I mean? There's just people that that's what they do.
Hey, Wes.
Like I'll put Nick in there. When I seen him work out, I was like, man, if I had to take him and say, hey, take everybody in the NBA and mimic everything Kobe does, I thought he was the only person that can do it at that level. Like when people said Kobe's the next thing to Jordan, they're talking about the movement, right? The fadeaway, everything you can take. So
Yeah.
you have Jordan, someone can mimic it, that was Kobe. Somebody that can mimic Kobe, that was, Nick Young.
Swaggy P, Nick. Swaggy, how does it make you feel to hear Gil give you a compliment here on Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Woo Woo?
Yeah, that was nice.
That was nice, man.
That was nice.
Is that glazing or is that?
No, man. That's just, he been giving me confidence for years, man.
Damn.
Me and him, we go way back. We've been shaking ass together for years, man.
You shaking it to the left, I'm shaking it to the right.
Ass shaking going on
Hey, man, whatever, man.
between this dynamic duo. And we're going to talk more Beasley in a second.
Look how you look at me, boy.
I'm saying, $1 million, Swaggy. You better get him back.
All up there popping ass, huh?
Better get him back. Swaggy.
You probably
You represent for the arena. I'm watching you represent for the arena. I'm on my vacation. Man, damn.
Some people got to take medicine, so I was a little nervous.
I bet.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. Today's podcast is sponsored by Rough Greens. Sometimes in life, if you want to get to the truth, you got to look at the numbers. Unfortunately, 50% of all dogs over 10 years old will die of cancer, and the other 40 to 50% will suffer miserably from skin issues or joint problems. I know, very sad, very tragic to hear. This is widely attributed to your dog's diet. These numbers are what inspired Dr. Dennis Black to create Rough Greens. So here's the good news. With thousands of testimonials and 5-star reviews every month, Rough Greens is now the #1 all-natural dog supplement in America. They've helped millions of pups stay active and be healthy, and your pup could be next. You don't have to change your dog's food to improve your dog's health. Just add a scoop of Rough Greens. Fetch a free Jumpstart trial bag for your dog today. You just cover shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. Just use promo code ARENA. That's RUFFgreens.com, promo code ARENA. You don't have to change your dog's food to improve your dog's health. Just add a scoop of Rough Greens. Mr. B, you've given the product to your dog. How has your dog been enjoying the Rough Greens?
Awesome.
Give him
Awesome. A little shake.
a little shake.
A little shake over the chicken and the rice. I feed my dog chicken and rice.
You feed your
But
dog
no, it's
chicken?
great, man. Yeah, it's been good.
Homemade chicken right from the can. Where?
No, like some
Well,
white rice.
He sprinkle it on
Yeah,
each
some
other
white
food.
rice and some chicken that's cut up from
Okay.
from Ralph's.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
They sprinkle it on each
Yeah.
other food.
Cooked?
yeah. You know the chicken from Rice, that big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know. Very familiar with the local Ralphs.
Yeah, Ralph. Yeah.
Your
They
dog,
share.
your dog don't bark then, huh?
They be like,
They do.
"Hey,
It
go
can't
ahead
hear.
and
It
scoop
can't hear
out."
out of right ear.
My dog do bark. With the rough greens over,
Can't-
yes
it
it
can't
does.
hear it,
What are you
can't
talking
hear it.
about?
Gotta give him
It
raw.
run in circles too. When I come over, it just run around me. Like it don't have no. It can't see out the left eye. Can't hear out the right ear.
You a damn lie. Freedom ain't like that. You a damn lie. You better stop talking
I'm
about dog.
trying to throw the shit. He be running in circles.
You better stop-
Like,
you better
it's
stop-
over there.
You better stop talking about my.
What you doing? Get this nigga some rough greens.
Rough Greens.
Brandon, you ran out.
All right, Chico. All right, what?
Stop giving that nigga rice.
Chico, run! Chico!
Can't see, man.
All right, some fruit,
Shout out
some
to
vegetables.
Rough Greens for
Like,
sponsoring
I
this
ain't
show.
no human, bro. Get rid of dog food.
All right, so
No kittles and bits.
KFC.
no kidding.
Damn, a whole 8
We
weeks.
stay with
Oh, AVs. Here go the bucket.
Team Rough Greens around these parts. Shout out to Rough Greens for always showing love to
whole
Gilbert, presented by Underdog Woo Woo. Okay, that was a less enthusiastic woo woo from our crew today. They're still recovering from our holiday weekend. But earlier today, Shams broke the news that the Clippers, Heat, and Jazz were involved in a 3-team trade. So here are the details for anybody who's interested. Clippers are sending Norman Powell to the Heat, with the Jazz sending John Collins to the Clippers. And the Jazz getting Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson from Miami, and a 2027 second-round pick. So let's start with the Heat side of the deal. In the aftermath of the Jimmy Butler saga, which saw the Heat send the 6-time All-Star to the Warriors before the deadline in a 5-team trade in exchange for Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell, Kyle Anderson, and a first-round pick, which Miami used to take guard Kasparis Yakachunis with the 20th pick. Pat Riley had this to say about adding another star to the roster in his exit meeting back in May. He said, if that talent can help, and he's humble, that's fine. If it translates to winning, that's all that counts. So Powell's coming off arguably his best season in the league, averaging a career-high 22 points per game, shooting 42% from three. Also started in all 60 games he played last season. Powell extension eligible, entering the final year of his deal, $20 million this season. So now the Heat have a projected starting 5 of Davion Mitchell, Tyler Hero, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, and Bam Adebayo. How much does Norman Powell improve Miami's positioning in the Eastern Conference?
Especially the way the East.
Can I get a shot?
Well, especially the way the East is set up. I mean, I like Miami top 5.
He can.
All right, man. Can I get a shot? Please.
Mitchell,
Drink, man.
Mitchell.
Bulldog.
He said top 5.
Give me a
That's
drink.
good for Powell, though.
Bam Hero.
Bam Hero. Wiggins
They
as of
couldn't
right
take
now,
him.
but Wiggins in trade talks
Kuminga might go down there.
up there. So
Who was the other one?
they got David
Big
Mitchell.
Ware.
Yeah, Khalil Ware balling
I'm
out.
about to go to sack.
And who was that that just got?
Norman Powell.
Where you going, Charlotte? Where you going?
Yeah, Norman Powell could be an
Powell's
all-star.
He'll be all-star for sure.
He could be all-star in East with him and Tyler Hero on the.
Was in
Then
All-Star
you got
talks.
that Bulldog. That's a point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
22 points per
The East
game.
is down. The East is down.
UCLA
this year. That's a
legend.
top 5 team right now.
Tough, man.
All right. Norman Powell was
Powell.
hooping.
Heat culture.
Have another one.
He had that.
No love for Norman Powell here on
That
Gilbert Arena, presented by
syndrome,
Underdog.
man.
Warner.
Warner.
No, I'm rolling. No, I'm rolling with Norman
Hard to
Powell.
average all that, then Kawhi come. Hey man, get your.
What did we
face back
say?
corner.
What did
I
we
got to
say?
know, man.
We
You can't
said it.
taste the
What
life.
do you think this is gonna be? This ain't no chain. This is
well,
a
like,
dog
okay,
collar.
yeah.
Nigga. Take your ass back over there.
He said, y'all can't let me taste it.
No.
Hell no. Don't let me taste it.
Whoa.
Listen,
I like
taste
that.
the good
Say
life.
something else. Say something
You can't
else.
let me taste the good life.
I like the
Good
move.
life for starting and averaging
Man,
23 and
the
then
work
send you
go
back
up.
to the corner.
What does it taste like?
You starting?
Averaging 24, almost an all-star.
But that's why-
Get your ass back.
But that's why I said I like to move to
tough.
Miami.
Yeah, Powell started career high 60 games, all 60 games he
You
played
can work and you can shoot.
What?
Nigga, what?
in South Beach.
They
He
point
started off with
guards are Bulldogs, so he gonna
He
come
know
down.
what hard work is, so he can fit that Miami
Facts.
shit.
Easy.
Has the
Easy.
potential to be a humble star.
Man.
For sure.
As Pat Riley said, he was
He
looking
said, he said humble,
He said he did mention. He made sure to say humble.
humbled. Man, that's key words right there.
Yeah, I heard that humble. Yeah, I
that-
heard that.
that-
I heard that. I was like,
humble.
damn.
I know Tyloo don't practice, boy, but when you come down here, 2 days, God damn it. You better humble yourself.
He's built for that. UCLA, bro.
No, he was built for it when he first got drafted.
Yeah,
You don't play
Miami
for
gonna be
Tyronn Lue for two years,
They gonna-
and you've been relaxing,
Miami gonna be all right.
and then you come over there and you got to practice to it. Then That kind of,
All right.
Built for it.
Yeah, they're going to be all right.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
he
and that
always
East.
been like the 3 and D then, so now he's a star. He
You gotta
know how to run.
Yeah, you got
Running for his whole
Him and Tyler Hero gonna average 20 apiece.
Guess what?
Yeah, something.
When you was doing all that running, they kept you on the bench. When you stopped running, they started you. You see what happens, boy?
I know what that feels like. Shit.
You stop running, you get rewarded.
Get rewarded.
All right, Ball State.
And then Kobe came back. I was like, fuck. He put me to the back, to the corner.
Back to the corner you go.
I'm just saying like that. You did all that, man. You sent all that over there, man. That's cool. That's
Why
what's
get
up.
rid of him though? If he's the Clippers.
Yeah.
Why?
No, Collison is better.
Extension eligible.
He's better than Jones at the 4 man, but
Yeah, Hollis is a good pickup for him.
yeah,
I like
but
that.
then you lose. You don't know if Kawhi's gonna be here all year.
Yeah, and
that
I'm not.
guy-
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah.
You need that. That's what we were talking about
You
before.
need that insurance. But from the Miami side, though, you like Norman Powell going to the Heat.
Oh, we're talking about from Miami side.
Yeah,
We're talking Miami side first, and we'll shift to
Yeah, but if I'm
Clippers.
Norman Powell, I'm tired of being in insurance. I want to
Yeah.
be the guy. So,
That's awesome.
so I'm out. Like I don't
Give
care
me
about all
out
that.
here.
Like I want to be the guy.
Jamal never got that opportunity. Lou never got that opportunity. Now he has the opportunity to get out of the shadow of that same shit. And guess where it's at? It's in the fucking Clippers.
Which is
Boy, both of them, Jamal and motherfucking Lou and your ass.
22 games.
Clippers.
man.
Sit over here in the corner. That's what they
Norman
perfect corner
Powell.
niggas.
Norman Powell will be an all-star this year.
100%.
Next year.
Mr. B, you think
And
the
the
Norman Powell,
Yeah.
some thought should have been an all-star this year. Obviously, Bron announced that he was not playing the game very late.
Huh?
You're gonna take what? Bam. So they're gonna have 3 All-Stars.
You mean gonna have 3 all-stars?
In Adam Silver's Eastern Conference Guild, anything is possible.
I mean, shit, it's a
Bam
down,
is
it's a
one.
down year in the East.
Yeah,
All
because
you got
a couple
Hero.
guys gonna be down. Dame down.
Bam.
Tatum down.
Okay, impromptu,
Tatum
but let's
down.
fight. Let's fight.
Bam, hero, nigga.
Mitchell
But
got
Bam was
a
in
lot of guys
All-Star
got to show up again.
I'm just saying, but Norman Powell gonna be that guy that's averaging 23. All right.
Nah.
Yeah.
So y'all, what y'all forgetting is the reason he was averaging that much is because one whole star was gone. So he was the go-to guy by himself.
James Harden went out there.
James Harden.
No, James Harden was the assist guy. He was second in scoring.
Facilitator.
He's out there, but I'm giving you the ball.
Yeah.
You're going to Miami where there's already guys who wants to shoot the ball.
So now it's fight for the ball.
I've proven that I can put the ball in the hole, though.
That's fine, but their point guard is not a scorer, so he going.
No, their shooting guard is a scorer.
Okay, that's fine.
Their 5 man's a scorer.
Okay, we need somebody
Their
else.
3 man want to score.
We need somebody. Who?
What I'm saying, think about what I'm saying.
Bam was tripping.
He was averaging 24. He was averaging 24 because no one else was there.
Right, okay.
So I'm giving you the ball to have fun. When one person came back, you was like, all right, move around, sit in the corner. You're going to a team where they all are trying to be the stars. So it's going to be more of a fight over there because they all going to be playing. Here in Clippers, you can bank on Kawhi not playing a lot. Like, I'd rather play with Kawhi because I know he's not going to play 82 games, 65 games. He's going to play 40 to 50, so I know I get to be a man for a while. The Miami dudes, they going to want to play.
Yeah, Tyler Hero coming off of his first All-Star game.
Ty Hero want to score.
18 shots.
They trying to both do the same thing. That's okay.
It's us 3 versus you.
No, it's
I'm better. I'm better.
Yeah.
I'm better than you.
All right.
I'm better than you.
All NBA, All-Star, other nigga, All-Star.
We can say that
You're
about a lot of
newbie.
teams.
No,
but Bam don't be tripping. Bam,
I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Ain't trying to.
I'm just saying the
He
boy.
don't know what he wanna do right
He
there.
going to a team where they want to score.
played
You
with-
got dudes that's trying to make a name for themselves.
Right, so let's get it up.
Yeah, I get what you say.
Like I got it though.
Slow down, young fella. What did Kawhi tell you? Sit in that corner. Sit in the corner.
I seen Tyler Hero shoot a 3 off of what with nobody down there. So I'm sure he's going to be able to get a lot of points. Run a down screen, both of y'all come off, and we gonna pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If you shooting a 3 on the fast break by yourself, I know goddamn well I can shoot.
Isn't that supreme confidence?
Hey, Spo.
Well, I just like the way he played last year, so I know he gonna bring that to Miami.
And Norm is a vet. He ain't no young nigga about to come in and.
But I like the situation that he in this year.
Norm knows how to put the ball up.
Spo.
The East is down this year. I can get him up. I can show y'all what I can do.
Who's
And
this Snoop Digg over here, Spo?
Is that what Tyler Hero
Spo,
said?
who's this Snoop Digg over here, man?
Tyler Hero quote
He
verbatim.
can't do that.
He ain't asked that about Wiggins, who the new nigga you passed to him. Not passed to him.
You see Wiggins over there looking like he taking 8 shots. Hey, Spo, what's this?
Wiggins used to 8 shots. He
Yeah, Wiggins don't care.
don't care.
That's a quick Nick got it worse.
Yeah, man.
They gonna be all right.
It is the East, though.
Said Miami's gonna be all right next year. They're making the playoffs.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
All right.
If you on your free, this is a free agent year, right?
Final year of his deal.
Final year of your deal. You want to be a free agent on a team that, how many games Kawhi played last year?
37.
37. A dude, the star playing 37 games only, and then the second star want to be a passer. You want to be the star there, or do you want to be a star where, how many people trying to get paid over there now? Tyler Hero.
You already got paid, right?
Tyler Hero trying to be the star. He want to show that he is Jimmy Butler.
Bam already got
You
paid.
got Bam,
already got
who's
paid,
trying
right?
to still make a name for himself, and you got Wiggins trying to prove that he was. So you got 3 people that's still trying to prove himself. Do you want to be a free agent trying to fit in there, or
I think Hero extension eligible. Bam locked up
or
through 2028.
guarantee the number 1 guy that you was getting ball? But like if I'm him, I want to be as a free agent. Am I saying what I'm saying? I'd rather be a free agent in the Clippers than over there in Miami.
It could get nasty in South Beach. A lot of dudes trying to get bread.
Everybody trying to get paid.
What does that have to do? I'm going to be starting in Miami, bro. What are y'all talking about? I'm not coming off the bench in LA. I'm starting in Miami.
I can play this
What
1
are
year,
you talking about?
and I'm gone.
If they bring him off the bench, would you be surprised? In Miami.
No. Why would they bring him? They bring him off the bench. They retarded.
For what?
Mentally
For who?
challenged.
Mentally challenged. My bad.
Because everybody's up. Everybody's up for the same money.
About that shit.
So I can bring you off the bench. You've been a bench player your whole career. I can bring you off the bench.
Only person not tripping on bread right now is Bam.
Bam. He's the only person that's not tripping. So I can. If I want you, why would I want to pay you and Tyler Hero this big money? I can bring you off the bench, cap you off as a 6 man. Pay my star his star money, and then hey, what you talking about?
He gonna get his
Kaminga his ass.
He gonna get his number.
Hey, I've called out the Kaminga. I called it out with Fox.
Is that-
I called it out with Kaminga. I called it out with JJJ. Y'all gonna learn.
Is that what we call it?
Y'all gonna
now,
learn the
Kaminga?
business of this basketball.
Trade for him.
Y'all gonna learn the business of this basketball.
He about to get Minga?
When I wanna fuck your money up, I know how to do it.
But he ain't turned nothing down though.
I think he got a better chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miami.
All right.
They're gonna be in a great spot.
Yeah,
They're gonna
Okay.
big.
Yeah, I want you to average 27. I want you to average 27, so I can pay your ass $250, and I can pay your ass $250. Okay. You think that's what Pat Riley doing over there?
Pat is the Godfather.
But he can pay this this 1 year and then be gone the next year. I'm just saying he got a.
What did Rob Pelinka do to Black and Mild? Cause he wanted him, but he didn't want him to get that money. What did he say?
His knee fucked up, y'all. I don't know if y'all want him.
Y'all been learning business about it. Y'all keep thinking this shit is fair and square out there. All
He's
right?
not no black
Okay,
man.
you keep thinking this shit's
He's
fair.
an all-star, then.
No, he's not a damn near all-star.
I mean,
All-star says all-star.
I mean,
What-
we'll just have to wait and see. I think he's starting.
What they do when all-star time is coming? Who got fucked? Okay.
I think he's starting, but all right. I mean, we'll see.
I'm just saying, man.
We wish you the best.
Once you
North
get to
Powell.
South Beach, man, shit changed, man. It's like get out over that bitch over there.
Don't get.
Y'all keep thinking it says get out over there.
Do not get stuck in the sunken
Hey, he
place.
gonna go, hey, listen, Clippers gonna go there and be like, damn, what's happening, man? He gonna be like, man, they told me not to talk to y'all, man.
Put the cotton in your ear. Cotton in your ear,
Shit
sir.
look
Do not
nice,
get
huh?
stuck.
You got me.
It look nice over here, man. Boss tripping over here, man.
All right, well, let's.
You had a nigga turning to emo, came back with the braids. Shit. Got a little different over here. He said that nigga had different color braids every game with the different shoes.
The signs was there like the signs was there like.
Everybody's like, man, what's going on over here, man, with Jimmy Butler over here, man?
Got a little emotional. All right, let's shift over to the Clippers side.
Had the same signs like Britney Spears.
Screaming,
Dancing.
right?
Michael Beasley went over there damn near 25-14, man. It's like, hey, man, this is the same nigga we seen in college, man. This shit looking crazy over there.
Let's shift over to the Clippers side of the deal. They've been active this offseason, re-signing James Harden with a 2-year deal, landing Brook Lopez in free agency.
Shaq won a championship over there, man. That nigga got old yesterday. Like, damn, he just won a championship next year.
He was done.
It was done. This shit, everybody done. Him, Gary Payton, everybody's just gone.
He cultivated.
It was like, all right, man, we got our championship, yo. They done sucked the blood out your ass over there. I see why LeBron left. Hey, them cookies is keeping his ass alive. They took those three. Oh, shit. Y'all was bleeding me over here. These cookies are saving my life.
Took that man's chocolate chip cookies off the plane. Let us not forget.
We thought that nigga left for cookies. Said, no, that was the. And they was putting the medicine in them. The cookies was knocking this shit off. Pat was like, hey, man, this motherfucker's out here still looking good. What's going on?
All right.
I think something in them cookies that's keeping this shit alive.
I'm trying to burn this nigga out.
Dwayne Wade didn't look the same.
Right nigga fell down 7, ain't got it yet.
That nigga got this motherfucker. Next year, hey, man.
They say he flashed, man.
He ain't flashing no more. He got the flash with the boots on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have veered off course. Let us get back on to where we need to go here on Gills Arena presented by Underdog.
Nigga win a ring and come back looking crazy.
Right, they won the ring. They came back looking like, whoa.
Like you can't move.
Got old instantly. To get out signs is dead.
Like that movie,
Cookies, bro.
Man, we root for you, pal, man.
Motherfucker trying to bleed me.
Hey, man, you better go get the chocolate chip cookies, bro.
Go get Bron's
Keep
cookie.
them at the house.
Find Bron's cookie purveyor. So Clippers been active this offseason, re-signing James Harden with a 2-year deal, landing Brook Lopez in free agency. Now they add an athletic big that can stretch the floor. So Collins averaged 19 points, 8 rebounds in 40 games for the Jazz last season.
Oh, man.
Shot 53% from the field, 40% from 3. Clippers still have some bread left to add another guard, with reports the team is looking to reunite with Chris Paul. But what does John Collins bring to this Clipper squad?
He ain't bringing shit.
A body?
Nah, man, because he was supposed to be a Laker, man. I thought Rudy and Connect ass was gone, man.
He was. He was.
Man, I woke up this morning, I couldn't even react, man. I'm good.
That is
man.
fair, good. That was a hope.
I thought we was getting them, man. No, we was
It would be ideal in the purple and gold.
sitting in the room back to Japan, man. Disguised it as Utah. You gonna fit right in over here, man.
Damn, so I don't. Man, that's crazy, man.
No Rui Hachimura.
We got no
flavor.
hope now.
Bob Hope's cousin.
Damn, how much you need? We got everybody.
This is a Clipper segment.
I'm talking about the Lakers, though.
Okay, I'm aware.
You want to for sure? We got everybody.
We are currently focused.
So you like fighting for your fish?
You just want to guarantee.
I just forget.
I like that.
I want the lobster already pulled out, man. Go ahead and cook that for me, boss man.
The lobster
Yeah.
already? Okay.
Damn.
But it make room for Ace Bailey, right? For him
Yeah.
to start and get his
The
number.
mean,
Jazz
that's
have
gonna
made some moves as well, but currently talking about the Los Angeles Clippers in the Western Conference.
If Kawhi go down, who do they have?
Yeah, they
like
fucked up to me.
Like who do they have at that?
They should have never got
Who's
rid
they-
of Powell.
Like who's their other like score?
I think they got.
James Harden can shift back into a scoring role.
Who they got? I'm trying to think.
Right, who do they have?
Zubac. Zubac averaged 16.
They got Boggy.
Boggy.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Boggy.
not a Boggy.
So you got to fill in.
I like
You
Boggy.
got to fill in 24.
Yeah, they're-
Let him rock.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does have a team
Boggy.
option next summer.
Boggy.
Clippers might be
But
cooked.
Donovan.
Yeah,
But they might actually let Boggy
they're gonna
Boggy
be.
cook.
I mean, they're gonna be solid. I mean,
He got a team option. You ain't going nowhere, boy.
yeah. I mean, listen,
Damn.
they're gonna be good. I mean, I'm just.
You think so?
Give us
I mean, I just look at it like, if
so.
Ka-
I think they
like I
could.
got to put Kawhi
Who's
at
on
least
that
60 something.
Yeah, he got to play 60 something.
I'm talking
Harden,
about
Zubac,
60 something
Boggy
games. That
Boggy.
means 30 games you
Derrick
don't have
Jones,
them.
Brook Lopez.
Oh, they got Brook Lopez too now.
So it's Brook.
Damn.
I think Batum, Chris Dunn still there.
Yeah. Chris Batum.
Is this low key looking like a James Harden team
Well, it might
in a
be.
Kawhi's?
Yeah. Oh, no.
The best ability is
But
available.
then like,
Oh, yeah.
I think
when you're talking about pick and rolls, lobs, when you're talking about that type of movement, it seems like it's more designed for him than it is.
Listen, I think the Clippers going to be fighting that 8th, 9th spot.
You got him that low?
If it look like if they stay like this,
Yeah, they tripping,
They need to
man.
change. They need to change for sure.
like
They
should
should
not-
never
because
got
if you depend on Kawhi to play 60 games,
I
at
think
least,
he must look good to them. Kawhi, he gotta look healthy.
I hope.
For
No, I
them to
hope
make
so.
that
I
trade.
hope so.
I hope so.
It don't make sense though.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Given Kawhi's injury issues, only played 37 games last season, was available for the playoffs.
Playoff.
What's the offense for the Clippers
What's it?
Them playoff.
with a healthy Kawhi? Like, do you play around him?
Yeah.
Because you bring in what you just said. Like, you bring in those two bigs to play with James, a spacer and a duck in. You got they got Boggy. I guess you're gonna put Boggy as a shooter.
He's a shooter in the corner.
So now you got Kawhi as all ISO elbows boxes. What are we doing here?
Yeah, how are we moving? This?
Yeah, how we
Can Collins play a
That's what
three?
messed him up, though.
last year.
3-4,
That's
yeah.
So are they going ultra big?
I'm sure they can utilize that lineup at times. I think Collins,
Because John is a runner. He's a runner for.
So Lopez
he's a
is
runner
for sure coming off the bench.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah,
Zubac
Zubac was almost an all-star
Yeah,
last
I'm about to say.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Collins at the 4.
Zubac is not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't see them going both bigs at the same
I
time
would.
with Collins, Kawhi, and James Harden.
That's a possibility.
I mean, that's fine, but like,
That's too big though.
Play zone.
Also got Derrick.
Remember, there's still zone.
Collins came off the bench.
You can
last
play the
year.
zone.
yeah, but where's your
started,
scoring coming from?
See,
Pick and roll. James Harden, pick and roll, spot out.
Why
Gotta be
Huh?
Powell's
You gotta be a
he didn't
the
fit
three.
in the playoff.
Yeah, he didn't
That's
fit-
why
yeah.
He didn't fit.
Gotta be
He
a
didn't,
3.
couldn't find his way no more.
Because it went away from him. They was going
Yeah.
away from him being a
It went back to goddamn Kawhi.
So Collins started 31 of the 40 games he played last season
in Utah.
with the Jazz.
So he was a starter. Okay.
So yeah, they're gonna have to start him at the 4.
And Kawhi had a good playoff, bro.
Brook got to come off the bench.
Kawhi, didn't miss no games, right? Out of all 7. And was balling.
Damn, if I'm the Clippers, I'm throwing that bitch down there to Brook. I'm telling Brook to go to work. Him and Zubac down there. You can play them bitches.
You start Brook?
Would.
Also, could be some potential options opening up in the near future. Chris Paul available. Bradley Beal may be available
Oh.
shortly. I'm just saying.
Relax, bro.
I know.
Relax, bro.
I'm just
You know
telling
what? You know what Bill's coming, man.
They
I
know.
don't think James.
You about to get him?
That does not look.
Everything.
We need it all.
The Clippers, Lakers want it all.
Oh!
When you remember when KD went, to Golden State?
Okay, then you
I
do
want the
that.
98%, right? We need it all.
Unless we do something to ourselves, we're gonna lose. Let somebody get hurt. That's the only way we lose.
That ain't wood.
It is not wood.
He tried. He tried hard. That ain't wood, brother.
Nah,
So,
he's not getting billed.
Since you guys keep talking about the Lakers, I guess we will talk about them in the show. Did not have plans previously to do so.
Huh?
We don't give up.
His buyout. He getting bought out.
He will get bought out.
So that means he's open to go anywhere he wants.
He may have to come down a little bit on the bread remaining on his deal.
No, he don't.
Nah, I wouldn't come here though.
Swaggy.
No, I can't even do that to Bill. No, you come to LA, you're gonna have to retire.
Facts.
You come here and average 2 points.
No, we know
Man.
Make a shot.
No, we not.
No. Yeah.
What we can do, what we can do is look. What we could do. He already came off the bench, averaging about 18. Cool. I'm cool with that.
No.
But if we trying to get AR for cheaper, you make AR the sixth man.
Diabolical give.
You feel me?
He just turned down 90 for 4.
Yeah, he just turned down that money too, so he.
They
I mean, because if we,
He's gonna get Kuminga.
he turned that money down so we can bring him off the bench,
Why
make his
y'all-
ass refocus, and he'll start quick as shit.
Players can't turn down money. Like
You can,
You can.
but you gotta focus after refocus.
You got to know your leverage.
but they're gonna work.
Sure, he got leverage if he turned down 90 for 4.
Yeah. Now, but if Bill comes here and signs, and then he beating you out in training camp,
You use
then I bring you off the bench. Are you happy about that 84 now?
No, we use our leverage. I'm white.
That is the ultimate leverage.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
That is the ultimate
Do
leverage.
I have to make some fucking calls?
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you want me to call?
A manager will be spoken to.
Manager, tell me.
You want me to call the
Yeah,
manager? My mom is Karen. My mom is Karen.
Let me
I get all this shit.
Remember,
My dad is Aaron. My mom is Karen.
let me speak to your general manager.
remember you lemon daddy in Los Angeles. When you leave here, your ass is Austin Reeves.
No, they love Austin Reeves.
Papa
Not with that
Limon.
check.
Here.
You leave here, you a Republican. Nigga.
You leave here, your ass ain't nobody.
Shit, they love AR.
Shit.
Yeah, they love AR. Here.
Swag, we also love
Alex
Caruso.
Caruso.
We loved Caruso.
Yeah,
as
we didn't
well.
know. We did not pay
Hey.
attention to Caruso in Chicago. Stop playing.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
No,
we
we
did.
didn't.
Point
No,
boy.
we didn't.
The tennis
We didn't
player.
see Caruso
Why you think
again.
they got rid- why
We
you
didn't
think-
pay attention to Caruso
Okay,
until he was in the playoffs. Oh shit, that's the nigga we used to have. The Caruso kid, yeah, we remember him. That's when we started rooting for Caruso. We forgot he left.
That's the nigga that we used to
We
have.
forgot about D-Lo. We forgot about Ball. We forgot about Ingram.
We never forgot about Lonzo.
What was that strong nigga we had back in the day, left-hand dude? What was his name?
Julius Randle.
That was Julius?
Yes.
The one that was just running over everybody? The one in the Knicks?
Yeah.
You see? Told you. As soon as they leave here, we'll remember them.
Nah.
Didn't even know that was the same dude.
Okay.
On today.
Crazy, right?
It is Monday.
Didn't even know that. We didn't even know.
You can
All right, well, let's talk about.
make me laugh today.
No, I'm just saying.
Let's talk
Like
about
when
the-
you got here, right? Hey.
Making me laugh today.
Hey. Right. Hey.
I went up.
I know you right.
It did.
You were, yeah, you're like, cause it was like 400,000 on your followers. You put that jersey on, bing bing, right? Boom boom.
Wop, wop, wop.
You ain't moved one follower since. Your ass went over to Denver, man. It's like, man, who is that? The boy. The boy.
I remember that.
I know you don't see.
Anyway, so
What did I miss?
so after a slow start to free agency highlighted by
Wasn't
the
even Swaggy P until he put the to the. Swaggy P was invented here.
You crazy as hell.
Most wanted here.
Dope. That's what dope do. Keep you going.
Keep you going.
Keep you going. Keep you up. You don't know when to stop. PCP.
dope or dog food. Oh wow.
Hallucinate.
So if I
Angel does, huh?
Swaggy P was in Los Angeles. I mean the Wizards.
Let's stop.
Smoky
I
chill.
said I liked you.
The nickname, you
Don't
got your
make me not
nickname
like
here, baby.
I said I liked you today.
Speaking of your former team, so after a slow start to free agency highlighted by the signing of former Kings forward Jake LaRavia, who was their very first call. Jake LaRavia, he's getting buckets though.
Oh,
He's getting buckets in the Lakers facility.
From All State. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Got Dalton Connect shut.
You can't say his last name.
Jake LaRavia.
Say Jake from
LaRavia.
Jake from Allstate.
Jake from Allstate.
I couldn't say his name, so I just called him Allstate.
I'm like, who the fuck we signed?
Jake LaRavia. Lakers help address their need at center by agreeing to a 2-year deal with Deandre Ayton worth nearly $17 million. The deal includes a player option. So according to Shams, between his buyout with the Blazers and contract with the Lakers, Ayton will earn $34 million next season. Former number 1 overall pick, Ayton's averaged 16.4 points and 11 rebounds on 59% shooting in his 7-year career. One of 4 players to average a double-double in each of the past 7 seasons, along with Giannis, Gilbert, and Nikola Vucevic. So after the deal became official Sunday, Lakers president and GM Rob Pelinka had this to say. Rob said, acquiring a starting caliber center was the top priority for us this offseason, and we believe Deandre is an amazing solution to that objective and is an ideal player to add to our current core. Deandre's size, mobility, and athleticism will allow both paint scoring and paint protection. Deandre's playoff experience as a starter on an NBA Finals team also aligns well with our ultimate Lakers championship aspirations. Thank you, Gil. That's from Rob Pelinka. Rob.
Top 5 center in the NBA.
So in related news, Lakers also brought back Jackson Hayes on a 1-year deal. Hayes did have a no-trade clause. As a result of that contract, decided to waive it, though, according to Dan Wakey of The Athletic.
Who had a no-trade clause?
So Jackson Hayes, I think, as he signed 3 1-year deals in a row, he was eligible for a no-trade clause. Waived that no-trade clause to come back to the Lakers.
They just give anybody a fucking no-trade.
I believe he also had...
You mad you didn't get one in your contract?
I'm just trying to figure out how a lot of these dudes don't have no trade
Mr. B, I believe Jackson has the same agent as Luka Doncic and Deandre Ayton. So I was a part. You want Baby D, you got to take Jackson.
I'll see you, Bill Duffy.
For a fee. So how much? Gil will ask you first, our resident Lakers fan since 1996, Kobe Dunk. How much has Ayton moved the needle for the Lakers? How much is... Y'all got to stop eating all this candy and shit on the show, man.
Chip City. Back to delusional.
Back to...
I hope so, man. I'm a little worried with him. I'm a little worried with him.
What?
Look at that line.
Back. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Hold on.
That shit look good now, man.
Oh, it's gonna stay good.
He better. No, I'm saying he better bring it. Shit.
All he got to bring is what he been bringing.
Yeah.
12, 10, 14, 10. That's all we need.
All we need.
What you talking about?
Couple
We need more than that.
Lobs, boom, pick and roll, Luka, fake it,
I seen
throw it to
him catch
James,
like
sit in the
this.
corner, Where's James at? Sit in the corner,
He's back
throw the
dumping. They call it.
What?
Oh, you got 3 niggas that's gonna be watching the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, watch it.
Throw it here.
Swing.
Defense again.
Yeah, but you mean Luka?
All 3 of them niggas.
Oh, we ain't paying Luka to play defense, man. That's what we paying the Vando. That's what his job is. Defense, offensive rebound. Do what you do, man.
The Vandalorian.
I'm not trying to take for what makes you good.
I forgot Vando was on the team, honestly.
Man,
He ain't, but
No,
yeah.
he is good.
But look,
you need somebody.
Yes.
Yeah.
top five center Laker history already.
So DeAndre Ayton, top 5 center in Lakers history before playing a single
For
game
sure.
with the purple.
We only go after the top centers ever.
only go after-
So the fact that we got him, he's already in that conversation.
What?
When
Over
have
number
we
two.
not? We went after what? Kareem. We went after Wilt. Right? We would have went after Bill Russell, but he couldn't make layups, so he was like, we good.
They smeared doo-doo on his wall as well.
We got Paul Gasol, right? We got the White. We had Andrew Bynum.
Did
We
have
had
Bynum.
Shaq. Boy, now we got Ayton, boy.
We had the White.
Yeah. Chris
Yeah,
Mint.
Mad Dog.
Chris Mint.
Mad Dog. You did have Mad Dog.
Mad Dog Mark Masson.
Can't forget about Mad Dog.
Chris Kaman, also
Had
taking naps
Kurt
on the
Rambis. Man, we got him.
Eldon Campbell.
Kurt Ram. Yeah, I forgot about
forget
them.
Elton.
Vlade Divac.
Forget all the big.
Think about it.
Vlade got to Kobe.
Give us Kobe.
Vlade got to Kobe.
Listen, we.
Kwame. You know what I'm saying? Gotta throw Kwame in there.
Kwame.
So
Good one.
Zach Ray Kwame.
I'm done. That nigga was like this.
don't know
What happened?
Where's the excitement there?
Where was the excitement?
Where's the excitement now?
No, because I didn't. Who?
The nigga started itching it.
No, because I was saying.
Kwame name this nigga Breakout.
Nah, wake me up.
No, I was saying that. I was saying that.
We also got Mozgov as our producer. Wanted me to remind you.
Timothy
Mozgov.
with an F. Timothy.
Timothy.
Timothy Moscow.
Oh, yeah, we in good hands, man.
Oh shit.
So we had Chris Rooks. Remember Chris Rooks?
Chris Rooks,
We had
45.
Zubac.
Chris Rooks?
45.
Sean Rooks.
The form? Sean Rooks.
Sean Rooks.
We have Sean Rooks.
Number 45.
That got the form?
You know your shit. Okay.
Arizona legend.
Oh, another Arizona.
Huh?
Sean Williams.
I mean, we got, listen. I'm just going off of just history, man. Like in the top 10, man, we got 3 bigs that's there. And, you know, this is going to be 4. Hey, is this jersey on sale yet?
A Deandre Ayton's gift?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can get a custom-made Ayton Lakers jersey.
Did I have JaVale?
Oh,
Hell yeah, JaVale, man. Anthony Davis, bro. Come on, man.
man.
Come on, you see, we only go after the best.
This is true.
Yeah,
So-
he's a top 5 for real.
Top 5.
Top 5 Laker.
Center in the NBA though. Somebody center.
Oh, he's a top
Already
5
in the
center
NBA.
in the league. Well,
for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
very, very limited.
For sure.
For sure. Ain't 5 better. Center.
Just from the center position, very slim.
Yeah, we talking about centers, bro. If we start winning,
Got Joker in it.
we start winning. He gonna make he fuck around make the All-Star game.
Joker or some other.
He might fuck around make an All-Star game.
For sure.
Okay.
Might be all.
No, it's very possible. Caruso almost made the All-Star game during this time with the Lakers. The fan vote, very powerful. Wow. NBA tried to neutralize it.
Damn.
But we shall overcome. So Ayton spent his entire NBA career playing in Phoenix and Portland. Needless to say, coming to the Lakers means increased media and fan attention on and off the court.
Facts.
Do you guys think that Deandre Ayton will be able to handle the pressure that comes with playing for the Lakers? Lakers fans, known to bully to greatness for some, others cannot maintain.
He good. This is the best time to come, man. Because we ain't really looking at you right now. So you come in here, you get your double-double, man, you God.
For sure.
For sure.
I think it's a good opportunity for him because where he was before, he had no, they had no expectations on winning championships. So coming to the Lakers, that's what the Lakers is about, winning championships and wearing our purple and gold. So he's playing for something that means something every night. So it'll be good to see where he's at.
I think he also may have a chip on his shoulder getting bought out by the Blazers.
Yeah.
That disrespect, now being able to come to the Lakers.
I mean, get to play with Bron, get to play with Luka, so.
Still gets most of his bread.
Yeah.
They're playing for something.
Get to send shots at Phoenix for trading you and shit.
Oh, man, we're going to kill them, bro. Oh, my God.
You traded him for Nikola.
Yeah, I guarantee you, he going to have like a 20
Who
or
they
15
traded
game.
for? Nikola or something like that? Not Nikola Joker.
Nurkic.
No,
He should be able to have a 2020 game this year.
He going to have a 20, he going to have a 20.
He should, if he don't have a 2020 game this year, that's, I'm going to be surprised.
Don't put that type of pressure on me.
Pressure on us.
He's not Kate. It's like, come on, man.
Huh? He will not have one?
Whoa.
Ayton may have a 2020 game. That's
He
not-
will have a 2020 game. What are you
that's
talking
the
about?
range of
Come on,
That's what I'm
possibilities.
saying. I think it's possible for him.
2020 game?
Just one game?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
We got to
this
do
year.
it one
He
time?
got all the rebounds. That's all him.
What if you guys are on the road and it snows? Are you concerned he'll make it to the game?
No, we don't got that problem where we go.
No snow in Los Angeles.
Hey, brother, you
Not
with the
that
Lakers.
kind of snow.
You with the Lakers now. We don't have those problems,
We
man.
got other snow to
we
worry about.
don't have no problems.
You don't think
doing
get a
that,
2020?
man. You got the purple and gold.
It's a lot more other snow to worry about.
Different types of snow, LA.
Hey, there's 2 different kinds of snows over here.
I seen what he worked with. He good. He cool. Yeah, he cool.
Nah, there's 2 different kinds of snows here. There's one snow that's gonna take your wallet. There's one snow that's gonna get you slim.
May also take your wallet as well.
Yeah, they take your wallet too.
They gonna
But,
take your wallet too.
I mean, you can usually just get one and it comes with the other.
They come together.
They come together.
It's a package deal.
Snow bringing the snow.
A combo, if you will. All right, well, let's talk another situation going on the Lakers. So LeBron's future with the Lakers uncertain as he enters the final year of his contract for the first time in his career. Let's take a look at a photo that was circulating during our holiday weekend. LeBron was back in Ohio recently, raised some eyebrows after this photo of him at the Cavs facility with Summer League invite Denver Jones made its round on social media on Independence Day. God bless America.
Who was that?
Independence Day, a great movie as well.
Who was the dude with him?
So,
Who was the dude with him?
I think he worked there.
A summer league invite. Denver Jones.
What team?
This nigga
The Cavs.
work there.
Oh,
Man.
So Hoop Central posted.
You all right? He said, I think he worked there.
So.
Like,
that was a player? I thought it was a fan.
Well, technically, he does work there. Hoop Central posted that photo with the caption, LeBron at the Cavs practice facility today. LeBron preemptively put out any potential fireworks by replying under the tweet with the following. He said, and every summer since it was built, I live here still and train every summer. God damn, y'all bored, man. Go get a plate of food somewhere and enjoy the 4th of July. Wise words from LeBron. So during his time in Ohio, Bron also took the opportunity to try and learn a new sport. Let's take a look at the video. Mr. B, I feel like you will appreciate this. The janky swing on the golf course.
Good shit.
Oh, yeah. Straight.
Damn.
That's straight.
2 in a row.
That's straight.
That's straight. Fucker. Motherfucking shot, nigga.
So Bron hit the golf course. He also posted this story on his IG wearing a hat that said welcome back, or welcome home, excuse me. Welcome home.
That's Steve Yellow.
Gil, you posted a video on IG. We will not show the video, but you had some speculations.
It's supposed to be veneers, bro.
You had some speculations of some nefarious things going on. Bron and Bronny saw your video. Both commented on it. Said Bron golfing. You pointed out not many good golf courses in Ohio. You thought he was up to something sneaky before reminding him that we have control of Bronny. We have his son. But according to a report from Brian Windhorst, the Lakers are essentially viewing LeBron as an expiring contract with Luka eligible to sign a long-term extension in August. So, Gil, question for you first and foremost, our resident Lakers fan. Will the Lakers do right by LeBron, or will this season get nasty?
What do you mean do right by him? What does that mean?
Let him end his Laker tenure prestigiously. Will LeBron be on the Lakers this season?
What else is
Will Bronny be on the Lakers this season? Year 23.
They only play.
Bronny James ain't going nowhere.
They only played
All right,
11
okay? we good with that one.
Okay.
You sure?
Listen, at this point, man.
New ownership group.
At this point, it's reality. Like, if the ideal is going back home, I mean, just no bias. If the ideal is going back home to retire as a Cav, makes perfect sense. This is year 23. Right, so, this is more of his legacy than it is, what fans want to see, right? If this is his last year, I'm pretty sure that it makes more sense to be a Cleveland Cavalier to give your farewell tour to your city, 41 games, and then you're visiting everyone else. It all depends on how you want the legacy. If this is not your last year and you're trying to, win a championship. Then you can try here with the Lakers and then sign as a free agent over there, and then do that. So it all depends on what you're trying to do. Either way, you got to do it this summer. You're not going to wait until you start the season off and then try to trade him midway.
Bron has a no trade clause, so we'd have to waive that to make any of these deals possible.
See, that sounds right. LeBron has a no trade clause.
LeBron and Bradley Beal both sound right. No trade clause. The two no trade clauses. Jackson Hayes, if he did have that no trade clause still.
But he telling us to enjoy 4th of July, nigga, please. You know the NBA season's over with. When the NBA season's over with, we crank up the views, bro. It's LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and then that light-skinned nigga be high. But we be trying to hit the Curry button, but we can't find him during the summer.
Waiting for the Warriors to do something.
We be trying. We can't find him during the summer. And then the other light-skinned one somewhere in Monk City.
He's on the golf course.
So it's too young for that. But other than that,
he's on the golf course.
LeBron James button, Kevin Durant button. It's been working for 22 years. We ain't gonna stop this year.
It is a nice button.
All right.
Someone argues the greatest.
Giannis is in there too now.
That's it, man. What we gonna talk? What? Football? What we gonna talk? WNBA? We just got Clay the Cart, so we gotta get used to that one. We gotta get used to the black and white. Is it Michael Jackson black or white? We just getting used to that one.
Anytime.
All right, but that look like a good button too. When it's slow in there. Clay the Clark ain't Therese.
For sure.
We can hit the button. That's a new button. We ain't used to that button right now. Right now, for 22 years, it's been LeBron James,
in July and August, September, and Kevin Durant. It's been working for us. Why would we stop now?
Every time Bron step out,
Step out.
Good to see his chick.
What you doing, Nick?
What you doing there?
Bron
rest
been
at home.
trolling motherfuckers though.
What did I miss?
Bron got a welcome
What
home
did I
hat on.
miss? What did I miss? Did I miss something? I must
Rashad, did you miss anything?
missed it.
What did
What
you
did I
miss?
miss? Did we miss something?
Who was
Iceman,
Cleveland?
Did we miss some shit?
Who with Cleveland good?
Oh, they want to talk about Iceman and missing some shit.
Hunter.
What happened?
What did I miss?
Garland. Garland in the 5-man.
You like the song?
No.
Nah, you can't get
Don't like this song.
No. Like it's
You already got the 5.
waiting
You
for
gotta
that
give it a four.
album. No, I'm waiting for
That is a good thing to wait for.
Money.
You gotta be USC.
Shot, Lakers
They
fan.
can get rid of you.
What did I miss?
Will the Lakers do right by LeBron, or will this season get nasty?
What does that mean, do right?
Year 23 brought a
Do
championship to the
you do
franchise.
right by me? You talking about the color purple do right by? You with the fingers? Are you talking about that do right by me? Yo, you talking about that? Do right by me?
You put the 2 fingers on.
Two fingers on a nigga, it's over.
You mean business.
You see, that's Cobra Claws.
Like that report. Mr. Johnson, Mr. Johnson,
Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson.
Get your ass out of here. Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson. I hate y'all. I don't know that. Yeah, what is do right by? I don't understand what that means.
Do right. Last season with the Lakers potentially. Brian Winters said he was digging around.
I mean, he did bring a championship here.
They said they're treating him as an expiring contract. Shifting over the 2 timelines, Bron has said that he wanted to be on a championship level team roster. Lakers appear to be making some moves in that. Jake LaRavia may not be as bad of a pickup as we first assumed.
So can we explain to the people what are the potential options for the Lakers with him picking up that?
So basically, I mean, it's final year of his deal. So at this point, once that deal expires, see you later.
And he goes back into like unrestricted
He
free
becomes
agency?
an unrestricted free agent.
Is that the same thing that happened when he was in Cleveland?
I think this is the first time he's ever been in the final year of his deal.
So when he went into free agency, they signed it. It was a sign and
Sign
trade,
and
right?
trade.
Sign and trade.
He was going into restricted free agency.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is different now.
Yeah, he's 42.
So now he picked up the option for the first time.
Yep.
So people still don't know what that means when he picks up the option. What can the Lakers do? What does that mean? Why is that a bad thing?
Well, he still has all the power because he has a no trade clause.
Right.
So he's in the last year of this deal. Ultimately, you can't trade me unless I approve of it. So, but if I do say, hey, holler back and take my son with me,
Right. So that's everything still in his hands.
to an extent, for literally the next like 360 days.
Right.
Give
So
or
the
take.
whole year. So what are we talking about? Is do right by? Is that farewell tour? Do right by? Like what? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Deliver a competitive team that actually has the potential to win a championship.
Oh, without the pay cut.
While also catering to
Without the
Luka's
pay
team.
cut.
That's crazy.
Second team All NBA selection this past.
I would believe it if he would have took the pay cut, but it just seems weird that we can't make no real moves. We got to pay you this bread.
You don't need no more moves.
Like Smokey's mother told him.
No, but they do. No, but wait. No, I get what you're saying.
Like, how many
But think
moves
about how
you
many
need?
more moves you could have made, even on top of what you're saying. We got what we got, but you could have gotten more.
Like what?
Whatever's left. Whatever's left.
If he takes a pay cut, right?
Yeah, if he takes a pay cut, you could literally go form another Cleveland Cavaliers super team. Just to guarantee, like you said, the 98, if you're going to put him in a 98.
Besides what you didn't get, you got the top free agent of this summer.
It was so funny. It ain't even really this summer. Like he goes into his 53, which okay, cool, and then next summer he's a free agent.
Yeah, thank you.
Wherever he wants to go is where he wants to go. You don't need him.
Yeah.
You don't need to get something back for him because wherever he's going, that is his last year. So to try to sign him and trade him versus just having fucking $53 million to your disposal, that's better.
And I don't think it'll be that full 53 though.
It'll be some great ass money that you can do whatever you want with.
You talking about after he's gone?
Yeah. So next summer, now like you have Ayton up, you have Luka up, and you have Austin Reeves up. So you need LeBron to just go.
Luka may sign his extension in August. That's what people think.
What I'm saying is you will want LeBron to just get off the books. Right, you don't need to get anything back for him to just lock your books back up.
What if we can go get somebody that Luka wants?
Right now? Then you have to trade him right now.
I think you got somebody.
And then you're gonna lock that in. So that means Austin Reeves, like your money's locked.
Like who does like think about Luka comes to the team and he don't like what he sees. Like, hey, man, I need some new pieces.
Well, he can negotiate that when he negotiated his contract in August.
That's the point. But LeBron's still gonna be a part of that team. That's why you gotta wait to see what y'all gonna do with these other pieces before I sign my shit. I want to make sure I'm gonna be the one that's in control of this shit.
Oh, he's signing.
But what they do have as leverage in negotiation with Luka, look, Bron's in the last year of his deal. They've signed a bunch of guys to 2-year contracts, I believe, to have the flexibility to open it up for the summer of 27.
Well, Magic Johnson in control now. So at the end of the day, it's what Magic say. And nobody know that yet, but it's gonna come out. Magic gonna be running the ship, and Luka gonna be happy with whatever they put together. But that 53 is gonna make a lot. It's gonna make a big difference after this year. Thinking that Ayton gonna be some of a centerpiece around Luka is not gonna work.
You don't think Ayton is gonna work with the Lakers?
No.
You don't need to. Because if he opts out, look how much more money you got. Now you're talking about when is Jokic up? 20 what? Because when that money freaks up, that's what they can go after him.
That's what I'm thinking. They're making the move for him, for Luka.
They have so much money. Like you got Luka.
So they're playing it right then, right now.
Yeah.
So
him signing, sign, versus him saying he's locked in for 2 more years. You'd rather him say, all right, this is my last year under y'all books.
Damn.
So if you go into the summer, if you go into the summer, and let's say we got all this money and we sign. Let's say somehow we do a trade and we get Jokic. Mm-hmm. LeBron's a free agent. Now he can say, hey, I'll come back for $1 million.
Okay.
Now, that's the actual power because
you saying they could get Joker next year?
Yeah, he can make. What I'm saying is you'll have some
Joker's player option 2027.
Oh.
Yeah, you can make an offer.
He could force the Nuggets hand
I'm
next
sure
year.
they're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
So, get me out of here.
Like that's what I said. Next summer becomes the more dangerous because now you have LeBron who don't have to opt into nothing. He's free. Then he can sign whatever he wants to sign, and go anywhere he wants to go.
Gotcha.
Now you're talking about hey, I come back for 2 years, 1 year.
Gotcha.
$1 million.
Gotcha.
Damn.
But looking at the current state of the Lakers, how much faith do you have in the Lakers surrounding the current big three? Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves, the championship level roster.
Big 4.
Big 4 and
Big
4.5.
Rui.
He's like Rui's all right for the 4 man.
Whoa. We still can move him.
You gonna get something good though. You ain't gonna get nothing ass. You get rid of Rui. You get rid of Rui and
$4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
We 4.5. We 4.5.
A big 4.5.
We big 4.
You solid?
Big 4. Big 4.
Big 4.
Yeah.
4. So do you have confidence in Rob Pelinka?
Who? Man, I got.
You have faith in Rob Pelinka? I got
The
faith
players, bro.
I got faith in the Lakers.
The players, bro.
Bigger than one man.
Luka, Slovenia.
I got faith in the Lakers and their history.
Name a better forward. Come on, man.
That
That
JJ Redick is still the coach.
JJ Redick still the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers.
The Dookie.
Jake LaRavia signing. Rob Pelinka said that he is a JJ Redick type of player.
Yeah, I seen him hit like 40, 50 in a row.
Yeah. Dalton Connect.
He's trying to catch me, and he said, "Worry, you got a long way, young fella."
Connect still freezing out Bronny even in summer league.
Who?
Even in summer league.
He's still on the team?
Dalton Connect still a member of the Los Angeles Lakers.
It's still beef.
Yeah,
Tried to
He'll
trade him
beef.
for the Hornets.
Oh, it's gonna be beef forever.
That's personal.
It's personal. It's 100%. You'll never touch the ball while I'm on the floor, bro. you gonna get my luggage, young fella,
I don't
man.
care who your
Swing
daddy
it.
is.
Swing, motherfucker.
Bronny looking all right though.
Taking.
Dunk on the motherfucker, didn't he?
Oh, well, Swaggy, I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of Bronny, I wasn't going to talk about it, but you brought it up.
You were too. You were
not.
too.
You getting that off.
You were too.
Nothing. It was sufficient Laker talk for the day, but Swaggy, you brought it up. So 2025 NBA Summer League tipped off this weekend. Let's take a look at some highlights. So after missing Lakers' first Summer League game at the California Classic, San Francisco, Bronny was available for their second game Sunday against the Heat. Put on a show in limited action.
Damn.
Starting off with this dunk, boy, you look just like your daddy.
That motherfucker got high.
Yeah. Bronny out there doing his thing. With an NBA and G League season under his belt, Bronny looked much more comfortable on the court. Started the game off with that steal and dunk.
Look at connect pass.
Finished with 10 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal in 11 minutes.
11 Benitos.
11 minutes. Only played the first half. Did not play the second half.
Dang.
I did take the higher out of respect for the LeBron James family. I think it was 13.5. Did not.
Oh, you took the higher?
I thought he was going to at
He was
least play
gonna
a couple
11
minutes in
minutes,
the second half.
That's 40. That's 40.
Yeah, for real.
All right.
You took the high.
Out of respect,
Stop doing that. I didn't even-
underdog, you can have that
wasn't even
$5.
the
Nah.
You can have that $5 courtity of me.
I mean, he almost had
What you doing, huh?
he was on that 40 pass.
His per 36.
Damn.
36.
Per 36.
Starting early.
13.5. It looked too good to be true. This is Bronny we talking about. Did not play in the second half. Did I know that was going to happen?
Why? Yeah, why he didn't play?
Because shit was too easy.
They was whooping their
He
ass.
said,
Because he already on the team. Connect still trying to make his way.
Dalton Connect struggling in summer
He's
league.
struggling.
How many games have they played?
played two games, bro. Two
Oh,
games,
I was about to
relax.
say, I have been missing a game.
Yeah, he like-
And they got to go to Vegas next, so
That's
you
why
know,
I'm waiting for
yeah.
Vegas. I don't even count the early
Thursday
ones.
night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, them early
Just wait
ones
for-
don't count.
Yeah,
That's
it
practice.
counts.
I think their first game in Vegas is against
Cooper Flagg. Thursday night. The
that's
moment
what
we've
I'm
all been
thinking
waiting
about.
for.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the
count.
Vegas. Vegas when the lights
Yeah,
is
that's
on.
what I'm saying.
The motherfuckers
It's
out
bright.
there. I'm
It's
here
bright.
to see you today.
It's bright.
Bronny versus Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, we watching.
Your most important
I
pick
don't
in
know
last
why
year's
they
draft
got
versus
so
your number one
late.
pick in this
Connect's
year's
supposed to be out there having like 30 right now.
Probably out there trying to get his shots off and he ain't
Yep.
working.
No, he waiting till Thursday.
No, he's shooting.
Jake LaRavi.
What's
This ain't
so
going
big
in.
for Connect, man?
Huh?
You
'Cause
know
if
what
we
he
would've
went
got
through as a rookie, he got traded and they had to come
Yeah,
back
we
into
should
that
have kept
locker
that
room.
trade,
Like,
man. Had that
you
bad
back?
knee nigga, man. We could have won
Oh,
something
you
with
back? Think about that.
Oh, you back?
You back? Oh, shit, man.
Damn.
I'm sorry,
I
man.
just spit in your locker.
All right.
Shit. My bad. Let me
Gotta
wipe
get
this.
all your shit out of the locker.
Let me wipe this
I'm
off.
sorry, man.
My bad,
You
bro.
got juice up.
I done farted in your whole
As a rookie, you don't know how to deal with that.
And everything in this motherfucking locker. My bad, bro.
27,
Shit.
you should. Be the oldest nigga out there, man. I'm just saying, you got 4
Say that
points, man.
27.
Hey, man, who's that Cole kid, man? Cole out there killing,
Slider,
man.
yeah.
We need to sign him.
He's been on the team, I think, two-way.
But he been with us?
He has been a member of the Lakers.
For how long? Hey, what happened to
They just holding hostages, huh?
what happened to the what happened to,
How long we
what
had
happened to
him?
last year? Where's Quincy at?
Oh, the little guard?
Yeah.
Shout out Quincy Oliveri.
Nah, Bronny.
Damn. All right.
But in all sincerity, there have been some reports that Bronny may be a part of the Lakers rotation next season, 10 to 15 minute range. Do you think Bronny will crack the Lakers rotation
I can see it.
this season?
Crack the rotation?
What's the rotation?
10, 15.
10, 15
Backup
games,
point
15
guard?
minutes.
Is he backup point guarding it?
I need to see their full roster.
Is he the point guard?
Who they got?
got Gabe
Back
Vincent?
up, though.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
still have
No,
Shamar
no.
Moore.
Yeah.
He ain't got Vincent still.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
How long is he there?
I don't know.
I'm tired of him.
God.
But y'all was so fucking excited when he got there.
Yeah, we was. He was coming from Miami. He playing in the playoffs.
You found out he worked at
he's
the
over there doing that
YMCA.
Joker
You
shit.
didn't treat
Then
him
we came-
wrong. He a YMCA employee and you knew it. You just didn't look at it on the fucking application. He said it.
Yeah, he's
I
from
know.
I
Baltimore.
work here after practice.
It's,
He's from
this is where I get my real money.
he's from Baltimore from the Medea movie.
I was.
Whoever raised
with
the
the-
take off.
with the
Raised
flag.
the take off.
Yeah, that's who he playing.
The book
Bro,
and
you can
bread.
pull them motherfuckers off,
Riding
boy.
that damn bus.
AAU basketball. It was
Right, that
AAU
bus.
basketball, man. We watched his highlights. We thought he was
Trying
good.
to holler.
I'm trying to holler.
They came in with a
my
good
style.
corner nigga.
Driving him in the bus.
What? Diving on floors with.
Well, the highlights we
Miami?
seen him, Gabe, we was
What?
like, oh my
Taking that
God.
full court?
We got him in real life. What is this?
This the difference between Miami and LA.
Does he got a brother?
We work hard and play hard in Miami.
And we
Come out here and get fat and we stop playing in LA.
That's
The lights get too big.
Bro, that's smoke just felt there. It's indica. It's indica.
Take your ass up there to the
If we get, if we
go
get
to the
beat, if
Hollywood
we get
parties.
beat
Uber
up,
Eats, man, because Uber Eats 2 a.m. Go ahead and order, bro. You get what you want.
Nah, Miami, they,
if we get
they used
beat,
to losing out there.
see, if we get Bill, that'll probably hurt him a little bit because Bill can play the 1 or the 2. If we don't,
Man, I don't know. He looking
10,
better.
15.
He can beat
I mean,
out
10,
Gabe. He
Yeah,
can beat
he
out
can beat up
Gabe.
He can beat. I mean, he can play
Beat out
10
Gabe.
games. I mean,
He
you
can be solid and beat out
Yeah,
Gabe.
good thing about
Every
who else-
game?
Who else coming off the bench?
guaranteed.
Not every game.
Who else
Bill.
coming off the bench? We got Jake. We got
Jake from State Farm.
Vando.
Vandalorian.
Who else?
Different positions.
But I'm trying to. Who is our bench?
Austin Reeves potentially.
Connect.
The West Side Connect game.
Yeah, connect done.
Nick might be gone.
He go, man. He
Bronny can see good. He can see minutes if you
That's what
got
I'm
a
saying.
good, solid backup team with him. Like, you can't throw him out there by himself. But if you point guard wise, he can go out there. He can,
Yeah.
might steal. 10 minutes.
You can play some defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, just play D and get some solid shit
Athletic,
open.
How many games he played last year?
6, 7, 8, less than 15. None of that. Like I don't see where the minutes is gonna be. You're talking about Luka, Austin Reeves.
Bronny played 27
They got to
games
come
last
out the
season.
game.
27 games? Oh.
So you got
They
Austin.
gonna
Minutes
come
he
out.
averaged?
He averaged 7 minutes per game.
7 minutes.
Those are blowout games though. So
Yeah.
But you get to put those times too. Right now, no blowout games. I'm actually getting real minutes throughout the season. Second quarter minutes, and I'm getting end of third quarter minutes. Maybe 2, maybe 4, depending on how I play. Now it's about how I play when I'm in the
I don't
game.
know how the game going.
2 minutes. I'm checking in at the
Right,
top of the quarter.
a guaranteed 2. Like I'm saying, you
They
got
got a
Luke,
guaranteed
you got
10
Luke,
minutes?
you got
You
Luke,
give me a guaranteed
played
6
7.
in the second quarter. I'm getting 6 minutes in the
Luke
second.
He played 7 last year, 7 minutes
Luke
last
Walker,
year.
and those are
Those
those
are
are
all
7.
those are all
but
at
those
the
are
end of the
all
games.
blowout games,
All-
not real minutes.
Not second quarter. I'm checking in every game.
Yeah.
Had a very impressive Black History Month.
So
you may recall.
who is the backup?
Thank you. Who is the backup?
It's Gabe.
No,
Shamar.
yeah.
It's gotta be.
It's Gabe
Ain't nobody
and Jake.
else.
Jake
One,
from
two.
Allstate.
I mean, I guess. I mean, like.
I believe in Bronny
I
more
mean,
than
no, what I'm
Jake,
saying is
man.
you can. I guess you can put him in. No, Jake is nice.
Come on, man.
Jake is nice.
No.
But Jake is 6'9", dog. He's a 3-4.
Yeah, he's a 3-4. But look,
Well,
Ronnie can still.
Who's
Ronnie
our
can
guard? I'm
literally
asking
That's what I'm
who's
saying.
our guards off the bench.
just him.
Just Gabe.
Just Gabe.
So far.
Because y'all not messing with Connect. Y'all gonna trade him before. Look at him.
That right, yeah. What the
You already
Yeah,
had-
I guess.
roster last year.
I guess you can. I guess he'd get.
How much
He
Connect?
can get some 10, 15. Yeah, I guess he can get
How much
guaranteed
Connect
10,
average?
15.
Last season,
Yeah.
Connect was at like 10 and 12 or something.
Connect had a
That's
really
because they
good stretch.
start fucking with him though. He was higher.
He was averaging about 16. I think.
Yeah.
What's the Dalton
He
Connect?
had 16 one game.
Averaged
Yeah,
9 points
40.
per game last season.
Fine.
Yeah. He had a 40 ball game.
What's that a roster like from last year?
Let me pull it
Oh,
up.
we had the Goodwin kid who came in place
Number
of good
20.
minutes. Yeah.
Jordan Goodwin.
And Shake Mill. Oh,
Shake,
we didn't
okay.
need him.
Shake.
We didn't
But
need
y'all didn't even really play him like that. He was good for Philly.
Yeah, we didn't need him. We was fucking with the Goodwin dude. Yeah, I guess he can, he's gonna then he'll get some 10, 15 games.
I said 10 minutes this year. He could
Yeah,
at least
yeah,
get 10. If he played 27 minutes, 7 minutes.
But he'll play
You got
more.
Cam Reddish still?
He'll play. I don't know what's happening with him. We'll play
A
off
lot
the
of niggas,
ball.
as they say.
He'll play off the ball. He'll play off the ball offense.
Guard.
Is he there still?
So Gabe Vincent,
He'll play off the ball.
He'll play off the ball.
and then guard the ball defensive.
So I'm saying he'll guard 94 feet.
Yeah. All right, he'll get some minutes.
That's the only one. Just Gabe.
let me see. God bless America. In the meantime, download the Underdog app. Use promo code GIL. Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Plus a
Man,
special.
we had all bigs, bro.
So you think opportunity for Bronny to see some actual legit NBA minutes?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
Goodwin
too?
was the dude with the face mask?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll see how he does this summer, but I mean, even summer league ain't what it is.
You never want to look too
It's
far.
more about
on
when the
somebody.
team come back together, they start practicing.
Yeah,
and
it's-
stuff.
They still got Goodwin.
Yeah, ain't nobody. He can play.
Yeah, he can
play right away.
That's what I'm saying.
He'll play right away.
Nobody-
And if he plays good,
Yeah, for sure.
if he plays good,
10, 15 minutes.
he can go higher than that.
Man.
Because you're talking about if Luka get in foul trouble early, anything happen with Luka early, you got to bring Bronny in right away. So if he playing good enough defense, if he find a way to hold his own defensively, then we're not picking on him when he come in the game, and develop a solid jumper, he can play for sure. Because he's athletic enough to do that. He just got to.
Jake can play the two too, though.
Who?
Jake.
I think Lakers currently have 14 players under contract, not including potential two-ways. But
They gonna get rid
so
of
Goodwin, Shake Milton
They
still.
They don't have enough guards. You got
Yeah.
Goodwin,
That's what I said.
Vincent.
We're gonna get Bill or a point guard.
Yeah, because you lost
Damn,
Smith. He's a
Bill,
power
bro.
forward, and you got Shake Milton as
Bro,
your
he got
only
balled
other
out,
guard.
bro. That changes the.
He
That
didn't get
changes.
balled out yet.
That changes landscape, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, you really only got 2 point guards.
That's what I was looking at, bro.
No, Austin Reeves, so it's kind of 3.5, 2.5.
When they got him at small forward.
You know what I'm saying? Is Austin Reeves usually like when Luka goes out,
Brings
he
the
plays
ball
forward.
up, yeah, for sure. That's nasty. I ain't got nobody, no littles.
Great.
Yeah, nah, we want them little
Great
ass
problems
kids,
for
man.
Bronny. As a reminder, Summer League in Las Vegas tips off Thursday. LeBron James Jr. versus Cooper Flagg. The matchup we've all been waiting for. But speaking of matchups, Michael Beasley, one of the best one-on-one players in the game, let it be known during a recent showdown with Lance Stevenson, Beasley had Born Ready shaking ass, and after his win told Stevenson they made a sex tape Kim K would envy. So during a recent episode of the Big Three podcast, Beasley offered one of our very own here in the arena the opportunity to be his next victim.
Are you in shape? You talking like? Are you in shape?
I can get in shape.
Is this going?
He said, I can get in shape.
Lace it up.
Swag, are you officially retired?
Nigga, I don't what?
If he challenged me enough,
$1 million
I might get out there.
challenge.
I'll get out there.
Challenge.
Lord have mercy. Swag.
Challenge.
Yeah, if he challenged me enough, I'll get out there. Because he
I'm
can't
giving you an out, Swag.
I'm gonna call you.
Swag.
I'm gonna have you shaking ass.
He's not
I'm
taking
gonna see. You gonna be clapping so much ass? Line it up,
He
Nick.
trying to help you.
You know
Swag.
what?
Dude,
Line
trying to
it
help
up.
you out, Swag.
I don't run for nothing.
Line it up. $1 million. I'm retired. He just answered your question. I'm gonna.
I'll get out there.
Yeah, and you gonna shake ass too.
Oh, Lord.
I was cooking LeBron.
So Swaggy, I think we all want to know here on this couch, will you play Michael Beasley one-on-one for $1 million?
Put the money up. That's what I'm saying.
Put it up.
Put it up. No, not
put it
you.
up.
I don't want you to put it up. If he put the money up, he's shaking ass.
Oh, I see how you said that. Yeah, you smart. Yeah.
Put the money up, Beasley.
You put that $1 million up, he's shaking ass, right? That's what you said.
Right, you'll shake ass for $1 million.
What? Will I?
What are you? What are you? Bro,
Like, do more. I'll do more than that. What you want me to do?
for $1 million? What you talking about?
That's all you want?
That's all you say.
Say I've done way worse for way less, nigga. I've done way worse for way less. That's it. That's it. You don't know Nick. Goddamn shit.
Nah, I already bust Beasley ass, though.
Damn.
If I really get in shape, Gil give me that SGH.
SGA.
I mean, $1 million, anybody going out there. $1 million.
Oh, I mean,
Just to play one-on-one.
I don't have to win.
Yeah.
Why
Give me my money.
scared of Beasley? Nobody on this couch scared of Beasley. You scared of Beasley? Not you. I'm going to you first. You scared of Beasley? All right.
You gonna give him
$1
SGA?
million.
To do what?
Play one-on-one.
To play
I'm not gonna win.
And they're gonna put
so
up $1
like,
million.
like, what are we talking about?
Put it up. That's all you say. Put it up. Bees talk a good game, but, you know, he don't want to play for $1 million.
It seems
Would
like
I get the million before? I'm not playing for $1 million.
That's what I'm
if I
saying.
win.
That's what I'm saying. They gonna
You
give
put
you
the
$1 million.
money up, I play. Like,
The
to
dumb.
give to me.
I want a box.
Damn.
2-on-1.
Why you want to whip people ass?
This box is friendly. Okay,
Who you want to box though?
it is
Yeah,
good
like a
cardio.
2-on-1.
I know. So 2 people versus you.
Yeah.
I know, but who you want to box though?
Y'all two.
No, damn.
Y'all two
They
against
too
me.
little though.
No, they
That'd be like
if they get on, if he get on his shoulders, no, he get on his shoulders. They'll be big enough. Let him put on the trench coat, get on his shoulders, and pretend.
Might shoot you though. That's the thing. Yeah, come in. You ever seen them put a strap out in the ring?
Yeah.
How much time do you need to get in shape, Nick?
2 months.
How much are you getting guaranteed though?
2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
What is your minimum guarantee?
2 months.
I just came back from special forces, climbing on floors and shit. My knee I gotta get it back.
My knee.
Month and a half. How long they took? That shit was like 2 months.
It's 3 at least.
Yeah.
A lot of promotion. Shaking asses and interviews and shit.
Give me 2.5. When
You better get him back.
August, when Kobe's birthday? August 8 something, 23rd, something like that. 24th, August 24th. I could play.
Less than 2 months away.
Line it up.
You want to be twerking?
I don't care about it getting out of hand.
But what if you only getting guaranteed 20 grand?
Oh, man, I won't do it. Come on, man.
That's why I just said. That's why I said. How much are you getting paid before you do
What
it?
is the minimum you'll accept to play
what I'm saying.
Michael
Yeah,
Beasley one-on-one?
I need half of it.
20 grand.
Half up.
100K.
He threw the 20
100K
grand and he said, 20 grand.
100K guaranteed.
So if it's 20 grand versus 20, y'all getting guaranteed 20 grand, and then the grand prize is
It's $1 million. That don't even make
now it don't look the same, huh?
That shit don't even make sense.
I'm not here.
I know.
It do, mate. You said 200?
No. 20 grand to play.
20 grand to get out there. The winner takes all.
The winner takes the million.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now niggas don't want to play.
No. I want to get. No.
Oh, y'all don't want to play
Guaranteed
basketball.
20. It's a guaranteed 20, and the winner takes.
I'm not doing shit for the
All that for all y'all to make all the
Right. I'm not doing shit for the love of the game. If I want to do that, I'm
No,
going to
he's
get
saying
back
the
to
The fuck do I
He's
need to
saying
get in
the
shape
loser.
for? You gonna guarantee me whatever?
Gets 20. The loser gets 20. The winner gets $1 million.
Yeah.
No, that's still not enough.
Still, it's not
Then
enough.
why you getting shit?
And a big three.
Give me
loser
75.
get one.
You better go get that million,
me
Swag. What the
75K
fuck you worried about
to
20
If
for?
you gonna
You
be out
get
there
$1
fighting,
million, I
then
got
that's like
300.
we
You gotta
fight.
give
Be
me
out there
300.
fighting. He
This
was
is what
going
I'm
to knock
saying.
me out.
This is what I'm saying. This doesn't make sense. That's what I'm
don't make
saying.
What doesn't make sense?
They're just playing one-on-one for like if I'm gonna play one-on-one, you got to pay me before I even get on that court. Before I even because before I got to the NBA, I got paid. I got a contract.
No, I cool. But what I'm saying,
I don't play for free, so
Yeah,
I don't play for free, so I don't give a fuck about all that giving for the love
what
of the
we're
game.
saying is,
that, yeah.
what you're saying is, right now, he say, yeah, we're gonna put up $1 million. The fuck do I need to work out for if I'm gonna get money before we go out there?
20K and y'all got $1 million on the line?
The $1 million is for who's better.
Yeah.
Now your ass better get in shape. Now you gotta work out. Then we fight.
But then you only getting 20K.
That
That's
ain't
what
how
I'm
it
saying.
go.
I'm doing all that shit
Right,
for
go.
20K. No.
No, that ain't how it go.
And for us, we actually get paid
That's like
for
the girl
bread.
that was working. That was
Oh, so I don't have to. So if you guarantee 500,000,
300.
No.
If the winner's getting 100,
100K.
the winner's 100. Let's say 100. Yeah, 100K. If the winner's getting $1 million,
I'm not working out there.
That's what I'm saying. 100K, I'm getting out there. 100K guaranteed to play for $1 million. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, to play for a winner, yeah, a chance to play for a million.
100K.
No, 100K for sure. That's easy.
250 should be the minimum.
I mean,
yeah, 250
or
should be the
whatever.
minimum.
Less, yeah. I just think
If the winner getting $1 million,
special forces, then they pay.
250,
I
200,
don't get out the bed for less.
20K though,
Man.
20K.
20K is nothing.
I'm really pushing and trying to win that $1 million though. That's gonna make me
That's
really
gonna
want to
fight.
fight.
He gonna be
Yeah,
fighting
it's fighting
that
type
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fight type shit.
Cool, that mean, yeah.
Nah.
Oh,
Yeah, that mean get
Somebody
in shape,
gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Get in shape to fight?
Nah,
No, get
hell
in shape.
nah. And I'm only
out.
leaving with 20K.
That's
No,
That's
Or we can come up with a
Breaking the
plan.
nigga leg
Like, I'll
or
let you
something.
win. You give me something.
For the love of the game.
Oh, throw the card.
I can go
It
get.
ain't for the love of the game. That's better. I didn't say you put your 500 up. He put his 500 up. Winner takes all.
Yeah.
That's when you calling somebody out.
That's different.
Like when we're talking about calling somebody out. Is I bring my money, you
Skin
bring
in
your
the
money.
game.
Let's rock.
Rock it out. Here I go. Here you
I'm
go.
not
What's
just saying
up?
that if somebody gonna put the money up, it still should be, hey, winner takes all. That's who's the best. If you're getting paid damn near half to show up, then
But that's the
not
whole
enough,
point.
though.
The point is for me to show up and perform. You give me
Yeah.
my incentive to show up and perform. It's like fucking battle rappers.
World
They don't
gonna
even
see it.
battle rappers don't even come without
The
getting a
world gonna
deposit.
see it.
I
Yeah.
need my deposit, baby, before I even do anything.
I get it.
Give me my money up front.
So, Swaggy,
Then
we
go
asked the
ahead.
chat who wins in a 1v1.
Don't ask the chat that.
They asked,
Don't ask the chat no shit like that. Ask what I play.
they asked the chat.
Ask what he scored. Some 10 more than 10.
I didn't do it.
Would you score more
I'm just
than
the
10?
vessel.
He scored more than 10.
So we asked the chat who wins 1v1 for $1 million. 72% of the chat said Michael Beasley.
That's
I
crazy.
voted for you.
Hey,
No, you didn't.
I did.
Hey, Swaggy, that's fine. Just get paid first.
See?
Get
Beasley
paid,
know
young
what it
nigga.
is.
Get paid. Get
No, I
paid,
can really.
young
All right.
nigga. Get
Watch
paid.
this. Starting today, I'm getting this shit.
20K to pay for.
I'm getting this shit.
6 to 8 weeks.
I'm getting this
Get the
shit.
knee right.
Why?
We have a court
We
here.
been in shape.
Look better than. Get what you been doing. What
We
you
got
took?
Tim Donahue ready to ref.
You got skinny. I was looking at some of your old faces.
I'm not finna sit up here and watch all these networks get paid while we just get 20K.
Hey, so you saying you can beat us both 2-on-1?
Who? What?
I doubt it.
Nah, Gil think he a boxer. He came to my gym.
2-on-1.
We were supposed to train with Pacquiao.
I remember you came to my
How many
gym.
rounds? Do 3
He
rounds?
makes
I
it
got
on
a
time.
video. I'm gonna put a video.
No,
What you did to DJ.
No. We want this 2-on-1.
Yes, we do.
Get it
Yeah,
cracking.
drop your ass.
Who me?
Yeah, cause you gonna be focused on one. Somebody's gonna come.
Focused on one.
Yeah, you gonna have to focus on if his punch hurt.
This gonna end like the gorilla versus the motherfucking 100 niggas.
He gonna come with.
He gonna see what
Two
happened.
you
niggas
can't
versus
grab,
one.
bro.
I'm not gonna grab shit.
what I'm
He gonna
saying.
see what happened to the
Boxing?
first nigga, and he gonna say,
No, because you talking about they was doing kickboxing and all
I'm
that
not talking
shit.
about none of
The
that.
the fat dude versus the 3 girls, he could kick and just hold one and boom.
Jumping and all kind of
Yeah, you
shit.
gonna have to be like this on one, like
I'm
that.
not having to do
You can't jab
nothing.
2 niggas.
Man, listen.
If you can't grab them,
I don't
they
have to
gonna beat
grab
the
nothing.
dog shit out you.
Listen, if I take a punch, they gonna have to take my punch. Well, if I can take their punch
But you gotta
before I get
focus
to
on.
them. No, I don't have to focus on shit. Come here. Let me get my-
You can't grab.
Come
them.
here.
In boxing, you
Come
can't grab.
here. Come here. Come over here.
You gonna throw one, and the other
You're
one
gonna be
gonna
like,
hit you.
I didn't know he can move like that.
Why don't you fight Raymond?
He
Felton?
gonna do it.
I don't, cause
Why?
he don't wanna
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
do.
No, he don't.
He said he didn't want to
No, he
fight.
don't. You can throw him in there.
No,
3-on-1.
No, Raymond Felton said he wanted to
Throw
fight.
him in there as the alternative.
Raymond Felton said he
All
wanted to fight.
all 3 of y'all in there. Throw
They
Pinson,
little, though. They
throw
all
Pinson
little.
in there too. Y'all can all do 4-on-1.
Yo, Pinson?
Check in. Check in.
He has to be out
He
there.
can't get in shape.
Last nigga that tried, they got his ass dropped.
Raymond's too big. He-
How big is DJ? What, 2'7", 2'6", 2'6"9"? Yeah.
DJ?
These dropped him. He came to my boxing.
Hit his ass on the floor. Sit down, buddy.
And on that note,
Get fucked by all that.
let's move on to MostlyFans. Presented by our friends at Underdog. Download the app, use promo code GIL, get $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pickle.
In boxing,
So-
you can't
Y'all
grab.
niggas can't fight. Tell the truth.
Grab.
I wanted to be a boxer.
You can fight?
I wanted to be a boxer growing up.
So, do you have hands?
I wanted to be a boxer growing up. Because
Okay.
my dad, he was
He was Huff.
he
My
worked
dad
out with
was-
Chuck
yeah,
Norris
my dad was
and
Golden Gloves.
Longcloth Van Dam, so I used to do the boxing gloves.
He'll
so.
see you out here.
Boy told me, give me 2 years, big fella, I'll make you the champ.
The Floyd, right by the.
But I'll take the 2-on-1, man. Look, all you do is just sit on this, sit on
How
that
much he
side,
putting
sit
in?
on that side, man.
Say, man, give me 2 years working with you, I'll turn you champ. You make
The big gloves, y'all
I don't know,
regulation?
Rashad, your orange, you too buff, so you gonna be throwing like.
I'm not buff at all. I'm not buff at all.
I be watching his videos, man. I be watching his videos.
So we have one question from Underdog user Quadir215. Quadir215. So Quadir wants to know, do you think Ben Simmons would be a great fit for this Sixers team?
I don't got no hand. What do you mean I don't got no hand? Y'all see these knuckles,
back?
man?
Going back?
Hey, look, y'all see these knuckles, man? Look, that's
Why would Ben
that
Simmons?
fights all.
Why would Ben Simmons go
Ben
back?
Simmons need to stop.
These knuckles stay.
Would Ben Simmons be a great fit for this Sixers team? You had a potential starting
Sixers?
five of Maxey, Grimes,
Bruh,
E.G. Ben
bruh,
Simmons.
the Sixers, I'm sorry. If y'all bring, and I'm not saying don't bring them back, but if y'all bringing them back, that just looks stupid.
Yeah.
Y'all got rid of him. The city booed him. Like, y'all didn't want him no more. Y'all threw him away. Like, bringing him back does what? Or you think the city's going to embrace him? Like, it just doesn't make sense. You think he's going to feel comfortable out there?
It's a different Philadelphia.
The fact that y'all even thinking about that just sounds stupid.
And beat one of them going too, though, right?
Yeah, they threw him under the bus. There's no point in bringing that man back.
Bill, time heals all.
No, it doesn't.
Time heals all.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
why.
You can't recover
that's
from
why Ace Bailey good for not going.
You can't recover from the booze that the city
Y'all see
gave
the
you.
shit they doing?
Yeah. Because
Bron did. Bron recovered from the
what I'm saying, he's worse than who?
Bron recovered from the booze. He came back.
When did he come back?
To Cleveland, but
They didn't boo him because they booed
booed 'cause he
him
left.
while he was scoring 38.
yeah.
No, they booed.
He got booed. He left already.
They burned
He wasn't
his jersey
getting
and
booed.
everything. They burned his jersey. And
He was
everything.
gone though.
Yeah.
They didn't boo the man while he was playing for him,
Yeah.
missing layups and stuff. They wasn't booing that. So when he
And-
came back, they
and
booed the
the
nigga coming down.
The star of the team didn't want him there.
Like, boo.
They was
Embiid was talking shit. Yeah, man, you can't do that.
Your shoe is untied yet again.
Nah, the difference though, because that was, yeah, think about it. The team was talking shit about him, the media. Everybody was talking about that one little thing. So that it forced him to do like, it's not really fair, man. I think like Ben has been misunderstood, mistreated, and he can't get back to his original form, which was what? Rookie of the year, all first team, defense,
All-star.
confidence, nigga coming down, dunking that bitch. Ugh. Like we don't even know that dude no more. He
He
completely.
never really. He didn't have.
There is one place where he
No,
can
he
get it back.
did.
He did have confidence.
He had confidence to the point where he was going to the rim, dunking that bitch.
But he didn't have
Coast to
confidence
coast.
that he didn't shoot because every time he shot, they was posting it. So
But that was after it started making it a big deal. Like, oh look, he can't shoot. Oh look, He don't want to shoot.
Yeah.
And Doc, what was it, Doc or the other coach? Was it Brett?
How the fuck
Was it Brett?
you not shoot the ball because of social media? That's crazy.
Does it get to you when you light skinned, man? You see what Drake doing?
Coming out with anything.
Mental health.
TLC with TLC.
Yeah, he just goes somewhere, man. Just see if he can get back to his form. Going back there, that doesn't even make any logical sense.
Just go to
Mentally, I
the
just-
ass team, yeah.
Just go to an ass team.
He was with Brooklyn.
But an ass team that will let you be. Yeah.
Oh, let the shit drip down your leg.
Yeah. Go to the Wizards.
Wizards not
Stay at the Clippers.
looking like an ass
stay with
team
the Clippers. Stay here. I mean,
I would.
I would too.
Well, on that note, glad to be back on this Monday after a long holiday
you
weekend.
can come over to the Lakers.
Yeah.
That would be
That'd be
wouldn't
nice.
be
That's
bad.
a backup point guard.
Hey, that
Nice.
wouldn't be bad
That'd be
at all.
nice.
No, I'm just saying
Luka and fucking Ben.
He's literally a backup. He's a backup point guard that can play one through fucking
You
5.
seen that shit too? What he did in the playoffs,
Yeah.
bro? When he was stuck and couldn't pass it, he was forced to shoot, and he tried to float. We need that shit, and it didn't hit nothing.
Yeah, no, because we got Ayton. We got Ayton to catch that. We got Ayton to catch that.
Shot
now.
somebody.
We got Ayton to catch
They
that.
gonna be
now.
like, oh, it's
No, we gonna
him.
catch
Like,
that.
No, nigga, no.
No, we just tell Ayton.
bro.
When Ben shoot it, just catch the lob. It's a lob.
You can't pass it to somebody. Just throw it.
No, we got the it's the Lakers, bro. Everybody you look at us we got shooters who gonna shoot the ball.
But it's gonna be time.
No, there's never gonna be a time.
I got the clip. You know what clip I'm talking about.
It's the Clippers, dog. It's the jersey that kind of got them fucked up.
And on that note, appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody on this couch. Another great episode. Good to be back. But this has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Not right now.